Ireland don't have fighters, but let's be honest. You come Dagestan, you can understand.
Ireland and Dagestan in MMA sport, different levels, you know.
You ever heard of the Fighting Irish? We're called that for a reason.
Paul Hughes makes a dramatic and stunning statement.
It began with a challenge.
We want to see Ireland versus Dagestan #2. We want to see Paul Hughes versus Usman Nurmagomedov for the belt.
A provocation answered.
I have to destroy him.
Nurmagomedov vanquishes Benson Henderson.
The lightweight king, protector of a family dynasty.
He can put his name on top 5 greatest fighters of all time.
And the bold new hero. Undaunted, unrelenting.
Paul Hughes realizes that this is his moment to show people what he's fully capable of.
They represent more than themselves.
It's my duty now to prove myself right and to prove my nation right.
It's Dagestan versus Ireland.
This guy is not my level.
The champ versus the challenger.
There's going to be a change in his attitude.
In one of the world's most remarkable cities. It's the fight for the lightweight crown.
It's gonna be dark room for him.
And there it is. Usman Nurmagomedov getting it done. An amazing victory.
This dark room where I'm living.
Nurmagomedov versus Hughes.
Never before has Dubai hosted a major mixed martial arts event. The road to Dubai ends tonight with this main event, a lightweight world title fight between Usman Nurmagomedov and Paul Hughes. Professional Fighters League Champion Series action in the building. And shortly we will begin the night. Fighters are already here. The final touches being put on warm-ups. The energy here palpable as the fan base of Dubai Mixed Martial Arts is showing its strength as well. The weigh-ins yesterday, the region producing a lot of local powerhouse talents, only growing, only rising, only continuing to stake a claim as one of the hotbeds of the sport. Dubai and the Middle East growing with the PFL. Our smart cage set to host some big-time fights. Sean O'Connell here alongside the legendary Dan Hardy. Happy to be together. First time in 2025, Dan, we get to call some great fights.
And what a fight it's going to be. What a card it's going to be. And I mean, we've not even started the first fight. We've got an amateur fight to kick the card off, and we are stacking these seats up. I mean, it is literally filling up. The atmosphere is going to be amazing. Building to the main card, that main event is a special fight. I'm very excited, as you can tell.
Can we talk about that main event?
Let's.
The still undefeated Usman Nurmagomedov against big news Paul Hughes. And I'll tell you something, it's a great nickname for the young Irishman because he's turned himself into big news in this sport. Dubai has welcomed us with open arms. The buildings, the cuisine, the people, of course, the fighters having a great time. It's January, all these guys coming from Northern Europe and training on the beach.
Look at this.
You can't ask for anything better.
It's incredible. I mean, look, the sun, the sand, the food, the architecture, as you said, the facilities as well for these fighters. The gyms around here, the coaching is incredible, and every single one of these guys that I've spoken to that's been traveling around all the different gyms here that said the talent on the mats is incredible. This is a hotbed for mixed martial arts. I am so glad we're here, Sean.
I'll tell you what, Dubai has really turned itself into a hotbed for many things, and it makes perfect sense why so many world championship caliber fighters have decided not only to do camps here, to buy property here, to set up gyms here, to settle here in some cases. Dubai is definitely on the map with the help of the PFL and the first major mixed martial arts event ever, this Champion Series world title bout. Let's talk about our early card. A lot of regional talent as we talk about what the Middle East has to offer. I mean, just look at the variants of flags, every different weight class represented here. A bunch of guys looking to impress the bosses and make their claim for a future spot in a PFL season.
Just such a stacked card, you know. I mean, Mustafa Neda there, we've got John Mitchell, And Mirko, the guy that Brendan Loughney's been telling me about, he's going to be a real interesting fight. But then you move on to the main card, and we are really spoiled for fights here. Really are.
And listen, there's a bit of a theme that's developed, again, spoken to existence by Paul Hughes. He says, Ireland versus Dagestan, this man carries the nation on his back, carries the republic on his back, and of course, has the family name, Nurmagomedov, which is synonymous with greatness in MMA.
You know, and what's interesting is Paul's been able to make this quite personal. This is the first time I've really seen Usman be aggressive towards his opponent in the build-up to the fight. You know, he almost feels like Paul is not deserving of sharing the cage with him, and he's here to prove a point. He's constantly telling everybody, I'm going to finish this guy. I have to finish this guy. I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to submit him in the second round. Now, that's easier said than done, but that level of motivation that we're seeing from Usman right now, I don't think I've ever seen it before going into a fight.
He is the favorite in this fight, and you can see why. Look at the resume. 18-0, still undefeated. He's 26 years of age. A lot of people don't even think he's reached his peak yet. Under the Bellator banner, 7-0, and of course, he seized that title, and he has defended it successfully a couple of times already. But knocking on the door is big news, Paul Hughes. The biggest free agent in the sport when the PFL signed him, and he immediately asked for the biggest possible fights. In fact, he'd been under contract for all of 2 days when he said, I'm going to be the one to beat Usman Nurmagomedov.
And I find that fascinating because there's something in Paul Hughes' mind when he looks at Nurmagomedov, he sees ways to beat him. Now that, nobody's been able to do it so far. Only 4 people out of 18 fights have heard the final bell against Usman. So what is it that Paul Hughes can see in his game that he feels like he can exploit? Now he did say to us earlier this week that he feels like he might need the championship rounds to do it, but tonight he has 25 minutes to find that hole in Usman's game.
He is as hot as anybody in the sport of mixed martial arts, a long win streak, and coming off a very, very convincing win over AJ McKee. AJ McKee is one of the best lightweights in the world, one of the best featherweights in the world when he was a featherweight, and it was Paul Hughes who derailed that train. And look, he does have the gift of gab, as all of us of Irish blood do, right, Dan?
He really does. I mean, he's very different to a lot of the other Irish fighters in the way that he talks. He's very succinct and very stoic, but he doesn't mean he can't get the job done, and he believes it, Sean.
Here's some highlights of what we're talking about.
We want to see Paul Hughes versus Usman Nurmagomedov for the lightweight belt.
Я такой думаю, кто такой Paul Hughes?
And I think we should do it in Dubai.
Yeah, I love being an underdog. I called him out because I knew I had the skill set to beat that guy, and I knew that it would be the biggest fight in the organization.
I told you I shot the world! I told you I shot the world!
Часто уже особо ничего не знает.
He's gonna see that I'm a different animal.
Я закончил во втором раунде.
Never ever doubt a competitor like me.
Here's a comparison of these two fighters by the numbers. Of course, the unblemished record for Usman Nurmagomedov speaks for itself, but you'll see some similarities, more similarities than differences. Big-time winning percentages and, of course, big-time finishing percentages. No world title experience for Paul Hughes, at least not yet. But in our main event tonight, he'll have his first opportunity. Enough talking about it. It's time to start these fights. Our first bout will be an amateur lightweight contest. Saeed Al-Hosseini, a local Emirati fighter, taking on Talal Al-Khalaf from Kuwait. Fighters already in the cage. You can see they've got the muffin top gloves, a requirement for amateur mixed martial arts here.
I would love to know what's going on through these guys' minds right now walking out into this arena.
Here's your tale of the tape. Al-Hosseini, 26 years of age, as is Talal Al-Khalaf. Al-Hosseini is the taller fighter here with the longer reach. Time to let it play out in the smart cage. Saif Al-Naji gets us started.
Here we go, Dubai, the first fight on this card. It's a lightweight showcase bout. First up, in the blue corner, he's a martial artist with an amateur record of 2 wins and no losses, bringing a dynamic skill set of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. His official weight is 155.7 pounds, and he's fighting out of Kuwait. Give it up to Talal Al-Khalaf! And his opponent on this fight, fighting Out of the red corner, he's a talented young fighter with an amateur record of 4 wins and 2 losses with a strong background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and kickboxing. His official weight is 154.1 pounds, and he's fighting in his home country, representing the United Arab Emirates. Give it up to Saeed Al-Hosseini. And you referee for the fight, Sam Amidi.
Sam Amidi will oversee the action here. Talal Al-Khalaf in the green trunks.
Round 1, gentlemen. You ready, sir? You ready? Let's go.
Touch of the gloves, and we are underway. 3-minute rounds in this amateur lightweight showcase contest.
You can see that Muay Thai style straight away.
Inside leg kick there for Al-Hosseini.
Nice little feint with the right hand there.
Giving a separate look with the switching of stances quickly.
Nice lead left hook there.
Al-Khalaf having a hard time getting things going early. Eats a jab while he gives one.
Work harder.
And Al-Hosseini's in some trouble. Back to his feet for now.
How did he get back on his feet after that? Was a huge shot.
Little lift. Nice takedown here for Talal Al-Khalaf. Al-Hosseini trying to keep his left leg in the fight here.
Trying to drive his shoulders back down to the mat. Control this position. Al-Hosseini needs to get those legs clear. Look at this. Inside this hook that almost went in there. Looks like he's back to his feet. He's got the whizzer now. Can he turn back into his opponent?
Al-Khalaf doing a good job with that underhook. Using his opposite hand to control the wrist. Now to the bicep. Good head position for the Kuwaiti.
Still on that body lock. Nice knee to the thigh.
The dragon return back to the mat. And look at the aggression of the
Take a
right
shot.
hand for Al-Khalaf.
Nice takedown.
Get your toes
again.
out the cage.
Lovely body lock. And now he's past guard as well. Look at this, straight to side control. Tries to step into mount, but he rushed it. Finds himself back in half guard.
Only 2 fights under the belt of Al-Khalaf so far, but you can see the promise. Stunning shots. Not a lot of space to create the damage here, but he's doing an excellent job of making these meaningful punches. Back to his feet goes Saeed Al-Hosseini.
Clean break.
3-minute rounds as well here
good?
for amateurs, remember.
Very good. Round 2, you ready? You ready? Let's go.
Round 2 beginning here. Al-Khalaf again in the black trunks. Saeed Al-Hosseini, the Emirati fighter, needing to get something going here. Spent a lot of that last round on the bottom position, taking some punishment.
Al-Hosseini is doing a good job of picking with those inside lead kicks, but he's got to be careful that his opponent doesn't come over the top with those powerful punches and knock him off balance. In a 3-minute round, he doesn't want to find himself on the floor again with Al-Khalaf in the top position. And this is how we ended up there last time. Body lock, head position. Al-Khalaf's going to look to reach that leg and take him down to the canvas potentially here. There it is. Got to see some urgency here from the red corner. Al-Hassani's got to get himself off the fence and start being more aggressive.
Certainly easier said than done with the good head positioning here for Talal Al-Khalaf. Nice work there by Al-Husseini and a good right hand.
Oh, that was a good counter right hand.
Short right landed on the neck meat for Talal Al-Khalaf. And look at this little judo action.
Yeah, good effort there by Al-Khattab to get himself back into this fight. I think he was a little bit dazed by that punch momentarily. The other thing to remember as well is these gloves, they're a little bit bigger as well, so you can hit a much bigger surface area.
Let's see you working, please, gentlemen.
Good wrist control here.
Use the position.
For Al-Husseini.
Al-Khattab's doing a really good job of keeping his opponent up against the fence, dominating in the center.
Al-Husseini thought he might be able to use the position and grab the neck. Al-Khalaf said no. Inside leg kick again. So far, the reach advantage for Al-Husseini has not come into play too much.
A little bit more caution this time from Al-Khalaf. The corner of Al-Husseini really calling him on to do something. That was a nice lead body kick.
Tried to sneak that one under the right elbow.
Again with the right hand by Al-Khalaf.
The good timing on that. Again, for a guy who's only got 2 fights as an amateur, it was right when Al-Husseini kind of went to a lazy stance switch and Al-Khalaf caught him square.
The good thing as well with Al-Khalaf, he can throw with a bit more reckless abandon if his opponent's back up against the fence, because he can fall into a body lock or a takedown. And this is another strong position to finish the second round in.
Trying to take the back. He attempted to get the hooks in. Since abandoned that. One more round between Saeed Al-Husseini and the
Third and
great
final,
Talal
gentlemen.
Al-Khalaf
You ready, sir? Let's
in
go.
the black. Just outside the range, Al-Khalaf retreats. That time, right at the end of the punches, Al-Husseini's best combination so far.
Oh,
clinch work.
what's your shot? You good?
Good trade of knees there, but that one
Take your shot.
Al-Husseini looked like it went low for a moment.
Al-Khalaf
Got advantage. I'll let you
seemed
play
to
out.
be bothered. Maybe wanted to keep the position as he had worked into that underhook and gone chest to chest.
But he seems to be able to get his way from this position, Al-Khalaf. Looking for that weak momentarily. Now they're broken. Interesting. I feel like he was having a conversation with the coaches.
Oh, lost his balance. Trying to, I think, engineer a throw against Al-Husseini. And now Talal Al-Khalaf finds himself on his back.
Looks like he didn't have control of the body correctly when he tried to twist it to the floor. Nice little kick as well. I do like that. He's doing a fantastic job. Now finds himself back in top position. Al-Khalaf must feel like, 90 seconds, just over 90 seconds to go. The time is counted down in his favor.
A very loose guard, loose half guard for Al-Husseini. Al-Khalaf looked like he might want to slide that left knee through. And let's just to stay in this top position. Now Al-Husseini recovers the closed guard.
He's got to be more aggressive though. He's going to find himself with 60 seconds to win this fight in a moment. A good steady work by Al-Khalaf. Try and pull that elbow off the canvas as well. Try and circle his opponent's shoulders back onto the mat, take them off the fence.
Use that position. Let's see you using that position if you want it.
Al-Husseini looks tired here. I don't know if he's got the pop to get back to his feet in his last 40-second shot.
Well, he's certainly not going to be able to do it with that right leg on the shelf. Now he's got it back to the mat. Some good left hands from Al-Khalaf.
Let's go, please, gentlemen. I need some progress here.
Really good work with that head position, always staying above his opponent's head. Every time he tries to posture up, he drives him back down with it. He's gone back to the elbow again. Look, he's going to try and take that arm away. 10 seconds left, though. I mean, Al-Khalaf has had a really solid performance, in my opinion, here.
But this young man, Talal Al-Khalaf, says that his striking is the greatest strength. He just gave us 3 convincing rounds of grappling skill.
And ladies and gentlemen, for this lightweight amateur showcase, after 3 complete rounds, we head to the judges' scorecards for decisions. It's 27-29, 28-29, and 27-30. The winner by unanimous decision, Talal Al-Khalaf!
Here's your tail to tape. Mustafa Nada, 36 years of age, representing Saudi Arabia. Haider Khan coming to Dubai from England. He is the taller fighter here at 6'2", and that height advantage translates to a significant reach advantage as well.
And 3 5-minute rounds on this middleweight bout. We're gonna start off with the blue corner. He's an FCC middleweight champion. He's currently riding a 4-fight winning streak with 4 of his 8 professional victories coming by stoppage. His official weight is 185.5 pounds, and he's fighting out of Manchester, England. It's Haider Khan. And his opponent for the night is fighting out of the red corner. He's the former Desert FC light heavyweight champion, currently riding a 5-fight winning streak with 9 professional victories under his belt. And his official weight is 184.6 pounds. وهو ممثل المملكة العربية السعودية. Give it up for Mustafa Nada. And your referee for the fight is Michael Bell.
Mike Bell will oversee the action for this second contest of the evening. Haider Khan is in the black trunks. Mustafa Nada's in the green. A middleweight contest for Nada. He has bounced back and forth in his career between light heavyweight and middleweight. You can see, though, why middleweight might make more sense for him, as Haider Khan visibly the larger fighter in this one.
Yeah, he's a fully grown middleweight as Haider Khan, and he's going to use that height and reach advantage. He's actually being very aggressive here, but you can see how he hangs back just outside of punching range. He wants to pressure, but he also wants Nada to commit to his punches so Khan can counter. There's that rear front kick that he's very, very effective with. He'll dig that into the midsection and take your cardio away. The real risk, though, is being on one leg when Mustafa Nada starts throwing those bombs over the top.
Khan, a plus athlete, spent time in his youth as part of the Salford Red Devils rugby development program. Thought that big league rugby was going to be his future. Found mixed martial arts later, and like many of us, Dan, caught the bug, has stayed with it since.
Never healed from it, Sean. Oh, you can see Nada just thinking about that right hand over the top.
He wants to unleash it.
Yeah, he does. He's being very patient. I just think he's just struggling with the range of Haider Khan at the moment. He's just a little bit too tall, but you can see one thing about Khan is as he moves back, he tends to pull his head quite high in the air. That's not a good thing to do against Mustafa Nada. Not too bad if you've got space in the cage, but if you're up against the fence, he's probably going to get to you somehow.
High kick attempted there by Nada was blocked with one arm for Khan. That can really do some damage on those forearms. There's that push kick again. Straight to the body, straight left to the body for Khan.
Yeah, I like that counter left hook, though, from Nada. You can see it gave him a little bit of confidence. There's a bit more buzz in his movement after he landed that shot. See, Nada really needs to try and find a way of putting Haider Khan up against the fence. So he's not got anywhere to go when he's backing up away from those punches.
It's a bad habit that fast fighters can get themselves into, moving straight back and pulling the head back.
If you get away with it, sometimes you don't realize that is that vulnerability, but control of the center will allow Nada to expose that hole potentially. He's got to force him up against the fence, though, and Khan's doing a really good job of maintaining the space between them, just with the threat that something's coming.
Good left-right from Hyder Khan there. Some fancy stuff to close the distance. Chest to chest.
Yeah, Mustafa Nada's strong though. Look how strong he is out of that position. Hyder Khan's very good at taking people down, controlling them up against the fence from top position in half guard. But if you can't get Mustafa Nada to the floor, he's going to have to play this striking match with him. A lot of respect from both of these guys for each other.
I was about to say the same thing. You're noticing, I mean, we've seen in his past performances, Mustafa Nada will just kind of wade forward, knowing that his power is going to prevail. Obviously, Hyder Khan's got his attention.
Oh, what?
Broken arm. And there it is. There's a bend in the forearm where there's not supposed to be for Mustafa Nada.
That's a fully broken arm.
Hold on.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to announce the winner, referee Mike Bell has stopped the fight at 3 minutes and 18 seconds in the first round. And announcing the winner by TKO, give it up to Hyder Khan!
Darth Hyder. Love the nickname.
Yeah.
Incredible performance by the young man from Greater Manchester. If you've been watching PFL Europe, you're probably familiar with John Mitchell's work. Sahil Tahiri is making his organizational debut as we take a look at our tail to tape. Mitchell 29, Tahiri 33. Mitchell the taller fighter with the longer reach in this one.
And ladies and gentlemen, in this lightweight bout, it's a 5-minute, 3 rounds. First up, in the blue corner, we've got the 2024 PFL MENA lightweight semi-finalist and the former UAE Warriors lightweight title challenger. He has a record of 7 wins, including 4 first-round finishes. Fighting out of Marseille, France, and representing Algeria tonight, it is Suhail Tahiri! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he's the 2023 PFL Europe runner-up and a multi-time amateur champion, holding titles in CLFC and AK MMA with a professional record of 9 wins and only 2 losses. His official weight is 155.2 pounds, and he's fighting out of Ireland. It is John the Ripper Mitchell! And your referee for the fight, Mike Bell.
Mitchell in the green trunks, Tahiri in the black. Mike Bell will oversee the action. He is equipped with our ref cam. Should we deem it necessary to take you up close and
Cyril, you ready? John, you ready? Let's go.
Good push kick to start things off for Mitchell.
It was a nice low kick, but it sounded like it hit a knee.
Jab to the body from Tahiri. First strike of the fight for him.
And you can see Tahiri's trying to get inside the kicking range of John Mitchell as quickly as he can. He doesn't want to be caught on the outside, getting picked at with those. Oh, interesting! Big drive to the ground for John Mitchell. Looks like he's got his neck tangled up, but I think he's going to be able to clear his chin.
Choke. Not able to bite for Tahiri. Mitchell now in an open guard for the Algerians.
Tried to land an elbow there, but was stifled by the arm of his opponent. I think John Mitchell's probably going to try and drive him into the fence here, so Tahiri's neck is in an uncomfortable position. He's trying to clear the legs at the moment, past the half guard. But Tahiri's doing a really good job with his legs, just keeping them in play. Now he's built himself up. He might be able to scramble here, but John Mitchell's going to try and strip him back down again, and he does it.
Passed all the way to side control.
Get your toes out of the fence, Sahil.
And is able to get wheel back to the mat. But right now, dealing with the peppering shots from the fighter on bottom. Knee to the midsection for Mitchell.
The knees from John Mitchell are good, you know. You can't take too many of those to the rib cage.
Watch the back of the head, Sahil.
You can hear the corner of John Mitchell. He's going to feel those knees in the 3rd round. Absolutely is. if it gets to the third round. These are good knees. And he's utilizing his upper body to control while he's landing them as well, which is making it really difficult for Suhail to scramble.
It was interesting for a while that Mitchell was keeping double underhooks even from side control, and he since reached his right arm over top to add this shoulder pressure.
The benefit for Tahiri is he's right in his corner, so he can hear his coach talking him through this position. And I don't think that John Mitchell speaks French, so there might be a barrier for him understanding what his opponent's being coached through as well.
Tahiri's now got his right arm underhook. If he can get his hips out to the side, he'll be able to use that to elevate himself, potentially stand up. Mitchell doing a good job of pushing that pressure forward.
Yeah, look how John Mitchell's using his left leg to keep the thigh shelved out. Now Tahiri's just moved it. But I think that was a very interesting tactic for John Mitchell to keep control. Tahiri's now been able to get into a loose guard position. He's got a shoulder clamp that he's just lost now. Now he looks like he might close his guard, but he's going to get stuck in this position if he doesn't try and find a way to create space. And it's clear that John Mitchell's trying to keep that space away from him.
Let's go, gentlemen. Let's work. Action.
Control the biceps before the punches. Control the biceps.
You can see John Mitchell doesn't really want to posture up too much because there are threats here. There's potential armbar threats if he leaves his arms behind like he is doing when his hands are on the mat.
Let's go, gentlemen. Action. Let's work.
But at the same time, if he postures up, he's leaving his opponent space to scramble.
Let's put some work. Yes!
There's an elbow that finally sneaks through for Mitchell.
Yes!
As we approach the last minute of round number one, John Mitchell settling in on top these last few minutes. There's a good elbow.
Yes! Yes!
You know, it only takes one of these as well to change the complexion of the fight.
You remember what to do next? Let's go! Biceps control! 12 to 6. Boom!
How about that? The corner for Mitchell calling for a 12-6 elbow, which of course are now legal under the unified rules of mixed martial arts after being illegal.
Let's go, gentlemen. Action. Let's work.
Basically since the advent of the sport.
Oh, this is crazy, John. You can do this.
And really nasty to take one to the midsection as well.
Let's go. Yes. Oh!
It's interesting. Tahiri is so active off of his back with these tiny little peppering shots. You would think energy might be better spent elsewhere, but he's been utilizing them to. Suhail Tahiri in the black.
Second round. You ready,
John
John?
Mitchell
Ready,
out of
Suhail?
Ireland in the green.
Spears to the body with Walid. Time for Walid.
Left, right to the chest. Mitchell threw that jab to the solar plexus of Suhail Tahiri.
Stop. You okay? Okay, fine.
He's good.
A little bit of a cup check, but Mitchell wants to keep fighting. Oh, good right hand on the counter.
That was a lovely counter to the jab. You can see Tahiri reaching in. Oh, and again with that right hand. Tahiri's got to be careful he doesn't get reckless with these boxing combinations because Mitchell's got sharp hands.
He's now stuck that right hand in twice just in this second round. Rear leg push kick, sharp jab from Mitchell.
Back to Ozzy.
Good head movement from Mitchell as well. Just out of the way of that jab. Just slipped backwards out of the way. Still kept his chin tucked. Solid inside low kick again. Interesting, Tahiri's now switched his stance. I wonder if that's offensive or defensive.
Calf kicks from Tahiri, triggered the takedown attempt from John Mitchell.
Has he got a bite on this neck? He feels confident. He looks confident.
He's squeezing hard.
John struggling here.
Oh, that looks fairly tight.
Man, that looks tight. And he's body triangled as well.
Oh, this is a nasty. Oh, no, to the top.
Oh, he's got it.
No, I thought he was tapping.
He's holding on.
Mitchell.
Look at his face going blue.
Oh, and he's out of it. I thought he was tapping. He survives, but now underneath. Suhail Tahiri, who once again over to the back. John Mitchell right at the edge.
Oh, look at that arm trap from Tyree. Very, very clever work with his legs here. I think this may be why John Mitchell didn't want to open up too much on the ground, because he knows the ground game of Tyree is dangerous.
An even share of finishes for Tyree, who grabs the figure four body lock temporarily with his legs. He's got 3 knockouts and 3 submissions.
And guillotines and rear naked chokes as well. He's clearly a specialist on the neck. Oh, and a triangle setup potentially. John Mitchell's got to be cautious, got to get that arm back in play. Great flexibility by Suhail. What an exchange. Excellent work by Mitchell to recognize his moment to flip over into the top position, but then to not fall victim to the over-eager tendency you might get and gets that triangle choke slap right around your neck. I mean, only John knows how close he was to tap in there, but in that moment, it looked very, very close. That hand was just in position, wasn't it, Sean? Halfway through the fight, halfway through round 2, Mitchell now back on top of Suhail Tyree. Mitchell had a great first round, but the biggest moment of the fight belongs to Tyree out of Algeria. Absolutely. I mean, there's an argument there that alone can win the round, given the fact that it was the closest anyone's come to finish him. The corner team for John Mitchell are telling him to control the biceps. They want him to swim his hands inside and control the biceps, and then start raining elbows down.
John, for your head in the center, biceps control. Posture, smash.
Looks like he's got a very specific elbow game plan here.
And that was a beautiful little can opener start, and then use the left arm to throw that elbow. John Mitchell, not sure if you can hear it on the broadcast, but is doing an excellent job of listening to exactly what his coaches say.
I also wonder how much energy Suhail burnt on that guillotine, because he must have felt it was super close as well. He might have given that extra little squeeze because he thought he was going to finish, and now he's feeling tired because of it.
Fight the thumb.
Tyree trying to sit up again and see if he can grip another guillotine attempt. Mitchell wise to it this time. Just under a minute left to go in round 2. A sold-out Coca-Cola Arena here in Dubai at the City Walk.
We'll try him for the triangle again, but John Mitchell comes pounding down with a forearm.
Dan, every seat in the building sold out. We have one open on the broadcast desk that we're going to let Brendan Loughnane sit down with us a little bit later tonight. Maybe I can sell this seat.
What are you gonna do? Say let's go. Come on. What are you gonna do?
Let's go, guys. Let's work. Action.
He's smiling too much, man.
We got trash talk from the Mitchell corner, and Suhail's laughing at them. You gotta love it. You're fighting the team. Oh,
you are technically not supposed to coach or speak to the other fighter who's not your own, but this is good-natured.
It is. They're all having a good time. Even Suhail's laughing at it.
Poised to tap.
All right.
And then he made
third final round. Let's go, guys.
Got out of it.
Yes!
Oh, you've got to love the determination just to stay in there.
Mix that in.
Like, this is why I say to fighters, look, you know, guillotines, rear naked chokes, if you know it's sunk, especially a rear naked choke, fair enough, but guillotines, keep squeezing until it goes black, guys. Let's just fight. Let's just push your way out of there.
There are worse things in the world than a little nap.
A lot worse things in the world. I love a nap. Maybe not from a guillotine.
30 seconds into the third and final round of this showcase bout in the lightweight division.
John Mitchell doing a great job of listening to his corner. I mean, they really are playing it like a video game right now.
Nervous system.
I guess they were technically right. You are fighting the corner team as he's responding so well to everybody in the corner.
That's right.
Yes. First and third, son.
Dan, you made a good observation. Oh, beautiful leg kick after the left hand from Mitchell. He's able to circle away from the power of the body kick attempted by Suhail Tyree. Sharp calf kick as well for Mitchell. You made an astute observation, Dan, that squeeze on the guillotine can really take a lot out of the arms, shoulders, and back.
It really can. As well as the excitement of feeling that you've got the fight in the bag as well. You know, that is a real thing.
One more Aussie.
doing a good job here trading, but John Mitchell's just got the edge here. He's a bit sharper with his countering. He's got a bit better footwork. He's got slightly better reads of his opponent as well. So look at that beautiful head movement there. This is why you've got to kick the legs. There's a single leg. He's got to build up on his legs though. He don't get caught in the guillotine again.
Single leg finishes. Lift the right. Watch the back.
Beautiful work to finish that second single leg attempt from Mitchell.
Hey, bring him to us, son. Hey, bring him to us. We want to talk to him. Bring him to us, man.
The corner of John Mitchell. Bring him to us. We want to talk to him.
This is great work by John Mitchell. It's a really well-rounded performance, but Suhail's going to try and build up here. John Mitchell's going to try and suck his hips away from the fence and put him back on his back. But Suhail's got to go here. If he's going to get back up, it's half a round to go. It might be a round apiece given that guillotine was so close in the second.
Take that wrist.
Almost there for Suhail Tahiri, and John Mitchell uses 1 ounce more effort, plants him on the mat once again.
Yeah, now he's building up. That's going to nullify those butterfly hooks. Beautiful work.
Don't stand too high, too low. Drop for elevations.
Suhail's really starting to look tired as well.
Yes.
Not only has he been under this grappling pressure from John Mitchell, but he also put a lot into that guillotine.
Take that 2-on-1. Take that 2-on-1.
Mitchell tried to wrap those legs.
Step over.
You're going to see
Okay,
a lot of those attempts tonight with Dagestani fighters on the card because of that wrestling system.
Wrestling all day. Just watch the leg. Don't dive.
Absolutely. On a single leg here. Got to build up on his legs again though. He goes flat on his knees and that's very vulnerable for guillotines.
10-finger guillotine attempt here.
Oh, that was nearly a knee.
And almost an illegal one.
90 seconds to go. Connect the heads. One side, the other side.
Great effort from Suhail to try and keep a hold of that neck. But John Mitchell's doing a great job of trying to work around this.
Yes, fight the guillotine.
Just over a minute to go. I thought he had it for a second then when he closed his guard.
Biceps control.
You see the big breath from Suhail Tahiri.
1 minute 15 to go.
Everything he's tried, John Mitchell has had an answer for.
Let's go, John. Let's work action.
Yeah, I think Suhail's feeling his gas tank right now. You've got to remember those knees in the first round as well, as the corner team said. He'll be feeling these in the later rounds, and he may well be, as well as those burning
let's work.
from that guillotine.
Let's put some damage. Watch the sweep.
Really flexible with his legs, is Suhail. He can get those butterfly hooks and start destabilizing people. I think if he was fresher, it would still be more problematic.
We practice this. Damage. Yes, go for the fast shot. Take his neck.
John Mitchell, one of the great performances we've seen of a fighter being totally in sync with his corner, receptive to the coaching.
Get your toes out of the fence.
And he will finish this fight on top of Suhail Tahiri after 3 rounds.
Time.
And ladies and gentlemen, for this lightweight bout, the third fight of the night here in Dubai. After 3 5-minute rounds have gone the full capacity for this fight, we head to the judges' scorecards. All judges have scored 30-27. And the winner, by unanimous decision, John the Ripper Mitchell!
The 10th pro win of his career, John Mitchell. Here's your tail of the tape. Al Husseini, 33 years of age. Ruel Canales is 28. Canales is the taller fighter here and has a pretty significant reach advantage of 6 inches. That's a lot at this weight.
3 5-minute rounds on the line for this flyweight bout. First up, in the blue corner, he has won the Real Street Fighting 8-man tournament in 2021 and appeared on season 3. Off-road to UFC with a professional record of 5 wins and only 2 losses. Fighting out of the Philippines, it's Ruel Canales! And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He's been making waves in the MMA world since joining the PFL last year, boasting a record of 4 wins, 0 losses, and 1 no contest in UAE Warriors. And he's fighting in his hometown, Dubai, representing the United Arab Emirates. It's Hadi Omar Al-Husseini. And your referee for the fight, Kerry Hatley.
Good to see Kerry Hatley in our smart cage once again. Joel Penales is in the black trunks. Hadi Omar Al-Husseini in the green.
All right, gentlemen, this is what you work for. You ready? Let's go to work.
Let's see how long until Penales throws that high kick. Oh, they will stop. Oh, no.
Penales back into the smart cage barrier. Immediately starts pouring it on.
Man, look at the intensity straight away. Already seeing some bruising, some swelling around the eye of Penales.
Penales holding on for dear life at the moment. A furious start for Hadi Omar Al-Husseini, who grew up right here in Dubai.
They were heavy body shots as well. He's really able to turn. Oh, lovely step over to half guard. What timing. And he locks that leg down.
Stay right there. Stay right there.
Very good. This is really fast work. It's very systematic, but good guard recovery from Penales.
Penales now trying to reach around, use that squeeze, tried to lock his hands behind the back and extend his legs. Al-Husseini now offering some punishment with that right hand.
This is a solid start from Al-Husseini. He's not wasting any time at all.
Little blood on the inside of the eye, nose. Al-Husseini wise to the triangle attempt there from the bottom.
He's here, Hadi going around the arena. He's got some good support in the crowd.
Early on the card still, but the seats really filling up in anticipation of an incredible main event.
Penales building up now. Good work getting his knee underneath him. I wonder how long he's going to stay on his feet though, because Al-Husseini is determined to keep this pace going. Oh, lovely.
Caught the knee attempt, underhooked that leg, and look at the elbow from side control.
Like you can have the 6-inch reach advantage, I'll just take it away from you.
Keep going. Keep going.
This is a really, really aggressive start. You got to wonder whether Penales is going to be able to regroup.
And Dan, I would make a comment about cardio and continuing to pace this furious, but these are flyweights, and typically those guys have bottomless gas tanks.
Yeah, exactly. This could be the 3rd round they're still fighting at this pace. That's some real damage to the eye of Penales. It looks like his right eye. And there's some swelling as well. If he makes it through the next 2.25 minutes, the doctor's going to have a look at that.
It's not just that little nick with the blood trickling out. Serious swelling, as Dan mentioned. Al-Husseini thinking about driving the right knee through now this desperately closed guard of Joel Penales. 2 minutes left in round 1.
And it's constant pressure on the head and neck as well from Husseini. Either driving his forearm in or he's striking, twisting it into an uncomfortable position with shoulder pressure. Steps over to mount.
Excellent progress by Hadi Omar Al-Husseini.
Good, lace it up. If he pushes you down, you're gonna put your forearm above the leg, remember? Yes, just keep right there.
Doing a great job controlling mounts as well, which is not always the easiest position to control, especially with the lighter weight classes. These guys can really squirm and wriggle. But Al-Husseini's doing a really good job of keeping his knees close together, trapping the hips and the rib cage.
And now he's able to climb that mount a little higher, pour down with both hands.
Watch your back of the head. Watch your back of the head.
Left elbow's coming down from the top.
All right, get out of there. Fight back.
Omar Al-Husseini, elbow
Penales is elbowing back, though. That's not going to work, bro.
Watch your toes, watch your
More
toes.
blood smearing around the face. And now the right arm goes to work. Good explosion from Raul Penales. Over into the guard of Hadi Omar Al Husseini and right to work himself with the big elbow.
You've got to love flyweights. Oh, these are landing. Penales is throwing these elbows with rage, like he's trying to get revenge for the last 4 minutes.
Armbar attempt, Penales stands up out of it. Body kick.
Oh man, he's exhausted. Look how beat up he is. Holy moly.
They'll head back to the corners here. He was landing unanswered elbows.
Good work.
And then Raul Penales flipped the switch on him. Round 2 here in Dubai. Hadi Omar Al Husseini fighting under the Emirati flag, but also training at AKA in San Jose. He's in those highlighter green trunks. Raul Penales representing the Philippines in the black.
A couple of nice punches there from Penales. Start with the straight left, came back with the right hook. He just looked so fatigued from that first round. Oh, that was a good cross from Al Husseini.
It looked like he was maybe going to throw the overhand right and then go to a takedown. Instead, they stay on the feet. Inside leg kick from Hadi Omar Al Husseini. Good body kick from Penales.
Had a real snap to it, and that was straight into the liver as well. Southpaw v orthodox. Benefits the southpaw in this situation. Penales with the head kick again. He's normally a lot quicker with his kicks as well. I've got to think he's so exhausted from that first round. Not quite been able to gather himself and been able to rally in this second round yet.
Good right hand again there from Hadi Omar Al Husseini. Penales is going to have to get his head off that center line.
I think Omar Al Husseini is just trying to kill a bit of the time here on the clock so he doesn't have to work so ferociously for 4.5 minutes again.
You need a 1-2.
I think we might see a takedown from him in a moment. And he wins the next 3 minutes of the round on the floor in top position, doing what he did in the first, and that's 2 rounds in the bag in my eyes. He can't be playing at this kicking range. One of those liver kicks, you don't even know it's going to hurt you, and it could take you down.
Some MMA royalty in the building. Alistair Overeem, iconic heavyweight, watching beside our PFL Smart Cage. Penales snuck a left hand in. Halfway through round 2, halfway through the fight.
Keeps trying with that right hand, Al Husseini. I think he should use it to set up a level change, though. Half a round to go, right at the midway point in the fight. He had so much success on the ground in that first round. I'm surprised he's not tried to put the fight there again. Oh, there it is. Lovely timing as well.
Dan Stradamus strikes again.
Difference is now he's in Penales' corner.
That's excellent work in the striking from Hadi Omar Al Husseini. Oftentimes, I mean, you could go to the lowest level show in the land and hear body, body, head. He went body, head, and made them meaningful from that top position. But Raul Penales was able to work his way back to the feet.
I think that hurt him, that side kick, you know. There was a little bit of a wince after it landed.
Al Husseini tries to test the body.
And again with that body kick, I think Al Husseini started at such a ferocious pace that he's trying to gather himself a little bit in this second round.
1 minute left here in round number 2. Some deep breaths here from Hadi Omar Al-Husseini. Both men have had moments here in round number 2. Sharp inside kick from Penales. Again to the body goes Al-Husseini.
This could be a really interesting third round, you know, because Al-Husseini's probably gathered a bit more energy from, you know, from this slower second round. Penales has had a time to recover as well.
A good jab from Penales, but Al-Husseini immediately reacts.
Oh!
High kick, not blocked that time. Right hand from Al-Husseini. Another one attempted.
Stop.
One more round between that man,
Okay, here we go, man, my
and
friend.
that man,
Good job.
Hadi Omar Al-Husseini, in the flyweight division.
First thing I heard at the end of that round as Penales got back to his corner is that they told him he had that round. And I could definitely make an argument he landed some really good kicks in that second round. Oh!
Lancing left hand.
You can see Al-Husseini circling away from the power side now of Penales. He's clearly been told to stay away from that back leg. Caught him on the head at the end of the second round. He doesn't want one more of those. I've seen in previous Penales fights where he's bounced that kick off their head and cut them really badly, and then they've just lost their composure. There it is again. Too close though. But as he dived into a triangle here, he's doing a good job of posturing up. Now he's back in the close guard of Penales.
Good reaction time there from Hadi Omar Al-Husseini. Took the steam off that kick by advancing. Nice hammer fist. More chants from this Coca-Cola Arena crowd in favor of the Emirati fighter, Hadi Omar Al-Husseini.
There's a big shot over the top.
Left hand coming through for Hadi.
Good pressure to half guard. I think Al-Husseini is going to be cleared of this half guard in a moment. And he's either going to go straight to mount or into side control and then to mount. And Al is still looking very tired. Nice little shoulder punch. And look at that, look at the left leg of Al-Husseini, how he's keeping it so close to the side of the body of Penales. Beautiful, look at that timing.
Stepped right over into a full mount, and he laces the legs. This is what we saw from him in round 1. Flattens out his opponent first, and then he'll try to climb to a higher mount. Penales won't let it happen this time around. Halfway through round 3.
Al-Husseini's going to be careful of these up kicks. Nice work, straight to side control, look at that. He's got his hands together, nice shoulder pressure here. You can see Penales posting on Al-Husseini's hip to try and keep him from climbing any higher, but that forced him to make a decision. Do I block the hip or do I block my face? This looks like an arm triangle set up here, Sean.
Yeah, more heavy pressure with that shoulder. Penales tried to use the cage to get a little leverage for a moment. Great elbow with the right arm from Hadi Omar Al-Husseini.
I thought Penales was talking to his corner then, right?
I don't speak Tagalog or Cebuano. I'm not able to tell you what's being said. Penales making some progress, climbing his hips back toward the cage. Al-Husseini sucks him away.
Yeah, it circles him off the fence as well, so he can't build back up easily. Campanellas bridge off the fence here. No, great work by Al-Husani. Just controlling the hips and knowing what his opponent's options are and how to cut them off. 44 seconds, 40 seconds, not any urgency from Penales to get back up. He's still trying to strike from the bottom position, but very rare is that going to be able to get the scorecards on your side unless the person in top position is doing nothing. And Al-Husani's been relentless with his strikes every time he's been in top position.
This is only the 8th pro fight of Hadi Omar Al-Husseini's career, but you could see some really good sort of veteran management of energy after a furious first round, kind of slowed things down in round 2. And then here in round 3, exploded when he needed to and finishes on top.
Stop.
We head to the judges' scorecards for decision. Judge 1 scored 30-27, Judge 2 scores 29-28, and Judge 3 scores 30-27. The winner by unanimous decision, representing the United Arab Emirates, it's Hadi Omar Al-Husseini.
Tail of the tape for this one. Akhmatov, 31 years of age. Mike Thompson is 37. Thompson is the taller fighter here, but the reach advantage belongs to the man from Uzbekistan.
Any bigger than this, ladies and gentlemen. One more time, sold out Coca-Cola Arena. Make some noise. We get into our lightweight bout right now. First up, in the blue corner, coming in with a professional record of 7 wins and 2 losses, he is the current UKFC light champion, riding a 3-fight winning streak with an impressive 6 professional victories by stoppage, and his official weight is 155.4 pounds, and he's fighting out of Liverpool, England. It is Mike Lefty Thompson! And his opponent, fighting from the red corner, he's currently riding a 5-fight winning streak with an impressive 6 out of 7 victories coming by stoppage. He's a versatile martial artist, and he's fighting out of Bukhara, Uzbekistan. It's Miravzal Akhtamov! And your referee for the fight is Mike Beltran.
All right, Mike, all the way back. Stay back. We'll get you a shot of Mike Beltran. There he is.
The Mustache King.
He will oversee the action.
All right, gentlemen, first round. Ready to fight. Ready to fight.
Mike Thompson in the black trunks. Miravzal Akhtamov in the green.
Man, both of these guys are absolute killers. Mike Thompson can punch, like puts people's lights out with one shot. But everything I'm hearing about Akhtamov sounds like he is a very well-rounded fighter that can do a bit of everything and do it very well.
Oh, swinging big is Akhtamov. And I have to point out that Mike Thompson's nickname in the fight game is Lefty, but he's standing in that orthodox stance.
That means you've got to be really careful about his left hand, no matter which direction it comes from. To be honest, though, he's got power in both hands. But he needs to get off the fence here because Mirko is going to try and set him up for something. As he's got him corralled, you can see that bump level change there. Drew an attack out of Mike there.
Akhtamov unbeaten. He does have a no contest on the docket. Fastball of an overhand right. Thompson's able to avoid it.
Yeah, Thompson looks like he's waiting. Looks like he's waiting for that opportunity to crack him with that powerful shot. And when you've got power like Thompson, you know it only takes one. You don't want to open yourself up unnecessarily unless you've got a real good read on your opponent. Someone as dangerous as Mirko.
7 pro victories for Thompson. 5 of those have come by way of knockout. Knows what he's looking for.
Nice low kick feint there from Thompson.
Comes in behind a 1-2. Akhtamov on the retreat. Good shot. Oh, took there from lefty.
Good shots. Good.
You can see the power of Thompson every time he lands. You can see it just like knocks his opponents off balance, even if he lands on their guard.
And look at the swelling already on the left calf of Akhtamov after only a couple of kicks. Just missed. A lot of mean intentions on the strikes from both of these guys.
Jason Tan in the corner of Mike Thompson as well. Happy with his work so far.
Look good in there, mate. Look good in there. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving around.
Akhtamov looks like he's just trying to figure out how to get started. Doing a good job of controlling, but...
Beautiful way.
Excellent distance management there by Thompson. Recruited a little too far and bumped into the chain link.
Yeah, they've both got good footwork, and Mike Thompson can step through with his punches as well. So even though he's fighting in an orthodox stance now, he can step through and punch from southpaw. And as I said, power in both hands. Doesn't matter which stance he's in as long as he's connecting.
Oh, nasty left on the end of that combination.
Lovely lefty.
I gotta believe somebody's gonna fall down after a couple more of those clashes.
Kind of feels like that. And if they both keep working on their legs as well, it's going to take the footwork away. You can see the swelling on the leg of Akhtamov, but he's also working on the leg of Thompson.
Thompson was able to get up, still on unsteady legs.
And that might be the little bit of gas that Akhtamov needs to start putting his foot down. Mike Thompson getting reckless now. He's pulling him on.
Slowing himself off balance. The spinning attack stymied by the forward motion. Gotta watch out for that overhand right. Akhtamov attempted it many times. Sneaks that one around the back corner.
Watch that overhand.
You've got so fewer options when your back's up against the fence. But you've got to deal with what your opponent's going to do. They're either going to come at you in a straight line or they're going to level change. You've got to figure out which way you're going to go to safety. If they throw a left hook or right hook, you can move straight onto it. If you get your hands up, you might leave yourself open to a level change. Thompson just struggling to get to him right now.
Chopping left hand landed for Thompson, but then a right for Miroslav Akhtamov, and they swing away to the end of round one.
I love it. That was a good first round.
Again, he'll be in the corner of his cousin Usman in our main event tonight against Paul Hughes.
Ready to fight. Ready to fight. Now let's go.
Round two between Mike Thompson and Miroslav Akhtamov. England versus Uzbekistan.
A common rivalry, that. Man, both of these guys are they're just so tentative to uncork a shot because the other one's got such power in their hands. They both take a real good shot. Those knees are really good, though, from...
Nice clinch work from Akhtamov, and then a left hook after Thompson shrugs out of the clinch. Oh! Right hand straight up the middle.
That took his legs away. Thompson looks unstable on his legs. Akhtamov can't get too overzealous here, though. He might leave himself open to one counter punch. That's all it would take.
Mike Thompson still dangerous, but eating some big shots. A left hand lands for Akhtamov again.
How did he take that? Man!
And now he's throwing back.
Let him go first, then you go. What's the level change?
Jab, jab! Queremos, oğlundan.
Whistle it.
Zor.
Whistle it. Whistle.
Akhtamov able
Yeah,
to
you
work
gotta
around
put the hands
behind
there, wait till it's
Thompson.
Can you wait till it's
Big lift, plants him on the mat, and straight over into mount.
Carefully, Alexi. Carefully.
Now it'll be interesting to see what Mike has on the floor. Jason Tan in his corner is a jiu-jitsu specialist, powerhouse black belt. You know that Mike Thompson's going to be put through the ringer on the mats, but he's taken some shots and he's dazed. Is that going to change his reaction times when it comes to sub-defense?
Let's go.
Then I have to admit to you, I'm trying to listen to both corners, and one corner is speaking the dialect of Uzbekistan, and the other is speaking Liverpudlian English, and I'm not sure which is harder for me to understand.
See, I think Jason Tan's got a really easy accent to understand as well.
Of course you think that.
I mean, just
Shoulder choke attempt.
Oh, this looks tight.
This is tight, a squeeze.
He's still in guard, though. Is he passing? He's passed up.
He's gotten off to that side control. He's on the right side of it, so the fence won't interfere. Thompson being coached by Tan, trying to kick out of here.
Oh, he's out.
And he's out. He's gone to sleep. Miroslav Akhtamov chokes back Thompson unconscious.
Referee Mike Beltran has ended the fight after 2 minutes and 50 seconds in the second round. And the winner, with a head-arm choke, representing Bukhara, Uzbekistan, it's Mirovzan Akhtamov!
Tail the tape for this one. Tarek Suleiman, 35 years of age. Ahmed Sami is 31. Both men standing 6 feet even. Reach advantage favoring Suleiman.
3 5-minute rounds on this middleweight bout, ladies and gentlemen. First up, in the blue corner, he holds a professional record of 11 wins and 4 losses. He is the former AUFC welterweight champion and scored 11 professional victories, 5 knockouts, and 3 submissions. He's fighting out of Cairo, Egypt. It is Ahmed Sami! And his opponent is fighting out of the red corner. He's the former UAE Warriors light heavyweight champion with an incredible record of 13 wins, including 5 knockouts and 6 submissions, and a stellar 6-2 record in UAE Warriors. He is fighting under the PFL flag. It is Tarek Suleiman! And your referee for the fight, Terry Hatton.
Ahmed Sami's in the black trunks. Tarek Suleiman's in the green. Kerry Hatley.
Oh, gentlemen, this is what you work for right here. You ready? Ready? Let's go to work.
Touch of the gloves. Showcase opportunity for both
Time.
men.
Stop. Stop. Time.
Eye poke.
Eye poke first thing.
Come over. Take time.
Worth noting that Suleiman has
I know you're up,
corner
but you
team
come
of
right
John
up under
Mitchell.
that, okay?
So if you hear any trash talking to the opponent, if you hear any familiar voices, that camp has got another fight on the card as well tonight. It's a busy evening for him. Tarek just trying to clear his eye. It looks like he's going to be good to go in a moment.
You tell me when. See, all right?
Sami might have forced his own hand
Okay,
back
you're
into
good.
his eye there.
All right, here we go.
Sure.
Keep your hands close. Time in. Let's go.
Back underway here at the Coca-Cola Arena.
See Sami's very, oh, look at that. Straighten on a single leg. Going to try and get to the back. Can Sami get free here? He's got to be cautious he doesn't get
Don't
suplexed.
grab the cage. Don't grab the cage.
Suleiman trying to get his hands together.
And he's got it.
Side to side.
Oh, almost got the lift there. I think he might switch back to a single leg.
Nice crossface by Sami.
As longer you scramble him here, more he's going to get
Yeah, and he's
tired.
digging his
As much as we did.
thumb knuckle into the side of his head here as well.
Watch your strikes.
Few elbows. Force your opponent to move, they do.
Hey, do not grab the cage.
Oh, nice turn on that takedown by Sulaiman.
Well done, just turning the corner and now reaching over the head.
Oh, he's on a neck here. This looks tight already.
Trying to grab a guillotine choke.
As long as you scramble, you win.
Ahmed Sami's got to be really careful here. He needs to be hand fighting. I think he's waiting because he feels like he's in a safe position. But if he moves, he might find himself in a worse position. This might get more dangerous for him if he tries to scramble. Beautiful work there. Keeps his head positioned, lands a knee to the body.
He's down.
And Sami's going to circle. Nice knee to the body again. Good frames here from Ahmed Sami.
Experienced work there for Ahmed Sami. Recognizing that Sulaiman was grounded. Referee confirmed it for him. And when he threw the knees, he threw them to the midsection rather than the head. Sami now on top of Tarek Sulaiman.
See Tarek with this wrist control. Looks like he might try and stuff that, go for a triangle, but Sami's wise to it. Beautiful work passing. Oh, these are big shots.
As long as you're not lazy. The side mount technique you do. The side mount technique you do.
The side mount technique that you do. I think he's going to try and work a choke here.
Watch the eyes.
There's a choke here. He is. Look. Oh.
He tried to reach and grab the inside of his own thigh with the arm trapped in there.
I see so few people even try that submission. It's very difficult to get. Shane Curtis, I remember, strong grappler from the UK. He uses that technique. Nice frame on the chin here to drive his head back. He's trying to free his head right now.
Watch the eyes.
Sami really mixing it up, hammer fist, and then drawing the left hand back to throw it.
Got that smother as well across the mouth, across the nose, making breathing difficult.
Old school.
Dan Severn will be proud.
Sulaiman now looking again. There's that submission attempt. This is what they were asking for. Sami appears wise to it, trying to post his own hand on the chin.
It's almost like a false triangle. I don't know if he's going to be able to get it from this position.
90 seconds to go. We got to get up and work now.
I feel like Ahmed Sami's too low to his hips. I think he needs to be more perpendicular with his spine in this position if he's going to get the choke. He's got a bind on that leg still.
Nasty right hand. And a good left elbow behind it. Ahmed Sami putting on a little ground and pound clinic here.
That was a solid little elbow as well.
One good explosion. 1 minute to go, Tarek. 1 minute to go.
Oh, and crucifix. Tarek's got his arm trapped. These are big elbows. The referee won't let him take too many of these.
Let's go. Scoop.
An Americano on the far side, maybe?
Just giving Sulaiman multiple things to think about so he can't.
Single.
Oh, excellent work by Sulaiman to get himself out of some trouble.
Now he's playing to the Mitchell corner.
Wait for a second round.
Keep it to the side.
30 seconds, Tarek.
Oh, that looks like Tarek's in pain.
30 seconds for Sami to flurry. And Tarek offering a lot. Just as the referee calls for more, he grabs that underhook. Look at this ground and pound.
Get out of there.
This might be the end.
Sami's got heavy hands.
Tarek Sulaiman warned several times, and just at the last second, he'll move enough to prevent the stoppage. Might get saved by the bell there.
He's not looking too good. He's got to get up with his own accord. They can't help him up here.
We're good. We're done.
That fight is waved off. It is over.
No, we're stopping.
They have stopped the fight.
And ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes into the first round, announcing the winner for this middleweight bout, representing Cairo, Egypt, it is Ahmed Sami, the winner by TKO.
First bout of our main card, we take a look at the tail of the tape. Nurmagomedov, 26 years of age. Kleber Fernandez, 29. Nurmagomedov is an inch taller, weighted very slightly heavier, and the reach advantage favors the Brazilian, Kleber Fernandez.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is the main card right here in Dubai with over 10,000 MMA fans. First up, in the blue corner, he enters with a professional record of 9 wins and only 1 loss. He is the former Judo Brazil Bantamweight champion, riding an 8-fight win streak. And his official weight is 135 and 9 pounds, and he's fighting out of the Amazonas, Brazil. It is Kleber Fernandez! And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is undefeated with 8 professional victories, and he holds titles in Eagle FC and Guerrilla Fighting's bantamweight divisions, while also being a 2-time Russian national pancration champion. And his official weight is 136 even. And he's fighting out of Dagestan, Russia. It is Renat Khavalov. And your referee for the fight, Kerry Happy.
Kerry Hatley to oversee the action. There's Kleber Fernandez in the black trunks. That's Renat.
All right, gentlemen, that's what you work for right here. You ready?
Red.
Let's go to work.
Khavalov kicks himself into a southpaw stance.
Usually his preferred stance as well, especially for high kicks. Very fast with that back leg. He can put it at any target on the body as well with ease. There's going to be a lot of lead hand play in this one as well. That was a nice right hook to the body from Fernandez. Going to be a lot of play with the lead hand. Both of these guys are very good with their lead hand. They skirmish with it and try and find openings around their opponent's guard. Southpaw the orthodox as well. There might be a battle for the lead hand. The person that can get their hand higher so they can control the jab. That was a good low kick.
Khavalov tried to counter it with a straight right.
Fita queda.
Some feints from Fernandez. I think he's going to disappear onto the legs if Renat tries to step forward too hard with a power punch. We're going to see Fernandez try and tangle his legs up.
Oh! Countered with a straight right from Fernandez.
Stand switch for Renat. He's going to start working that calf perhaps. There it is.
For all the superlatives you can talk about with Renat Khavalov's training camp, this is his first foray onto a major promotion. He's been very, very successful at the regional scene. A step up, though, for someone who's already been under the bright light.
See Renat playing with that lead hand. He's going to try and find he's trying to find a way around that lead hand of Fernandez. He almost threw that right hook there, but Fernandez thunders the hand into the body again. I like that scooping right hook to the body that he's been using. Fernandez looking at his corner team, looks very, very calm in this position.
Now this is where the fight calculus comes in. If you're Renat Khavalov, you've got all these wrestling credentials, you feel like you're a great grappler, but do you actually want to take Kleber Fernandez down in his area of specialty?
Little foot stomp there from Fernandez as well. And a knee to the body from Fernandez. I like this head position that Renat's got. He's going to try and parlay it into a takedown or break and strike, one of the two.
Dakota Ditcheva, recently crowned the PFL $1 million season champion. We'll talk to her sometime tonight. Another great fighter who was set up champion in Dubai. Dubai.
That was a really good elbow from Kavalov. Fernandez just kind of hanging out here, stifling the movement.
Don't grab the cage.
Controlling with the overhook, landing a few knees to the midsection where he can.
Trying to get the head position himself. The pressure of
Fernandez going to try and throw an elbow on this break here. Try and match the one that he got caught with against Renat a moment ago.
Underhook high here. Fernandez. Forcing Kavalov to address it.
I like those knees to the ribcage as well. Does a good job of curving them into the target.
Double unders for Fernandez.
Interesting. I wonder if Renat is going to be able to defend this takedown. I wonder if he's going to be able to land in top position.
He started to turn away, and it looked like Fernandez was poised to take his back. Trying to get him chest to chest. You don't want Flavor Fernandez on your back.
We've got Usman Nurmagomedov on the other side of the cage as well.
Get your finger out of the cage.
Agora eu quero que você bota o joelho no meio, puxa e faz uma cadeirinha, bora!
Let's go.
Bora!
You've got the body lock, but Renat's making himself look very, very heavy in this position, difficult to move. And he gets his takedown, he gets it, and he's on the back potentially.
Smart work by Flavor Fernandez. Kavalov trying to shake the monkey out of the tree as we call it on the match. Flavor Fernandez able to stay on the back.
Stop.
In round
Easy.
one.
All right, here we go, round two.
Flavor Fernandez in the black trunks. Renat Kavalov in the red. Then every time you turn your head in this arena, more MMA royalty. We saw Alistair over him earlier. Habib's in the corner. Usman Nurmagomedov watching on. I just turned around. Who do I see? Renzo Gracie hanging out.
Renzo Gracie in the house.
A lot of respect between these two fighters. We talked in the fighter meetings to both. Each man acknowledged how dangerous their opponent could be if you allowed him to set the tone in the fight. Oh, nice left hook there from Kavalov. Tried to follow it up with the low kick. Usman Nurmagomedov in the corner of Renat Kavalov.
That was amazing, Sean. You talked Renzo Gracie into existence. You mentioned him, and the next thing he's trying to choke me out in the commentary booth. I like that jab to the body that Kavalov's using.
Good counter jab there from Fernandez. Kept it long, jousted it out there. In behind the combination is Kavalov.
I think that was that little shifting of the head that Habib was talking about between rounds. Very clever. Moves his head across the center line, pulls the hook into his opponent's chin.
Knees to the midsection here from Renat.
Battle for wrist control. Fernandez is tricky, isn't he? Because he doesn't really fight at a pace. He's not like an explosive, aggressive guy. He's like quicksand. He just kind of waits for you to make a mistake, and then he's on your back, or he's taking you down, or he's hit you with a knee or something. It's like he's so relaxed that you don't really feel necessarily like there's an urgency.
I mean, to drive that point home, Dan, a casual look on his face, still breathing through his nose. Despite the grueling nature of this type of a fight, cage control and the jostling for position is one of the more demanding things you can do in MMA. Usman Nurmagomedov getting taped up backstage. He'll fight to defend his Bellator lightweight strap against Paul Hughes in our main event tonight.
He's having a full conversation with his corner team here. He's doing the old Anderson Silva, relax. Telling his corner team, it's all right, I've got this.
A strong round here from Kavalov, though. Pushing this pace.
Been good control so far, but this is perhaps where the gi training of Fernandez comes into play. These close range battles, little twisting wrists and re-establishing grips.
Grab the glove.
He talks about the fact that he still trains in the gi every day during training camp.
Saw the separation from Havilov so he could buy himself space, throw a few punches. And Fernandez just frowns and shakes his head as if they were inconsequential, even though it did look like some landed. Whether it hurt him or not, it is offense from Havilov and not from Fernandez, who now has the Dagestani on his back.
That was a clever little move from Havilov, scooting around to the back. Fernandez looks heavy to lift. Now he's in a Kimura lock position.
Got that Kimura grip to defend this takedown.
Oh wow, look at this, climbing up into a triangle. Trickiness is exactly right, isn't it? Oh, and goes for the ankle.
Scooping down to attack the leg, offers some up kicks. Emphatic kicks.
I think that hurt Havilov's knee. Did you see him shake it out? Fernandez kicked towards his knee, and you saw Havilov kind of shake his leg out like it had hurt him.
There's another one.
Yeah, gotta watch those.
Stop. Time.
Havilov trying to fix the red tape on his glove.
You good?
Let's go.
Final few seconds of this second round.
He doesn't want to stop. He doesn't want to slow this fight down. Fernandez picking up his energy in the last 30 seconds again. Just left it too late. Oh!
Tried one right up the center. And that late surge from Fernandez might have stolen him round one. And then, of course, you have to wonder how round two was scored as well, because nobody did a ton of work to pull ahead, but Havilov was certainly the more active offensive fighter.
Oh, what a clip. Right hook, that was beautiful.
Fernandez stumbled, appears to have recovered already, but might just be game facing it. There's another from Havilov.
Oh, what speed on that lead hand, my goodness.
Sharp jab, and then he tries to sneak the hook around the corner again.
Tries the elbow on the break as well. That was a good low kick, but it cost him a takedown.
Back to his feet. Flavor Fernandez.
That counter right hook by Fernandez, though. Havilov's got to be careful, because if he jumps into range and lands a punch but doesn't move his direction in another way, he's going to be there susceptible for that right hook.
Fernandez will switch his feet almost, throwing with such emphasis. And now Havilov's in that orthodox stance. Good work by Fernandez. Matador to the bull of the charging Havilov.
I would say Havilov was having a lot of success with his striking then. I'm surprised he's actually engaged in the clinch. This seems to be where the fight slows down and it starts to play into Fernandez's hands.
This is what we saw in round number one. Scooping for double unders.
Don't grab the cage.
Fernandez heavy with the pressure on the chest. This time Havilov a better job of head position.
Fernandez does look strong when he decides to really put some effort in.
And now with only 3 minutes left,
he's got to do something, hasn't he? I mean, like, time is counting down. He's got coming up to half a round to go. Hands together for Fernandez. Can he get another takedown? Can he scramble to the back? He's got time to work here.
Able to reverse position.
Little hook on the fence as well, with the fingers just to hold his position momentarily.
Don't grab the cage.
Sitting cage side.
Don't grab the cage.
Good steady work by Havelov.
Nasty left hands, those short punches sneaking in from different angles. Good knees as well.
Those curving Muay Thai knees are really, really good. He's got such good flexibility with his hips. He's able to curve the knee in to the floating rib. Oh, and a good elbow on the break.
Offered another. The third was blocked by Fernandez.
Looks like he's going to scoot to the back again. Fernandez digs an underhook to cut that root off. Back to head position for Havelov.
90 seconds left for Kleber Fernandez to work. Havelov appears to be pulling away in the third round with the pressure.
Oh.
Nasty again with the short right elbow.
That was a cracker of an elbow. That was really nice. This head position's really creating space to land these knees. Fernandez is not really doing a great deal here. 45 seconds to go. He has to do something. Surely he's going to feel like this fight slips away from him. Havelov has just been steady and consistent from the first bell. Beautiful movement, feinting in and out of range. Goes for that check right hook again. Ooh, reaches.
Miss with the left hand.
I like that searching right hook to the body that Fernandez keeps using.
He uses it with the rear hand. It's kind of a long distance wild punch, but he gets there.
I sighted the lead leg.
Stop.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 full rounds of action in this bantamweight fight, we take a look at the judges' scorecards. Judge 1, 30-27, Judge 2, 29-28, and Judge 3, 29-28. And the winner by unanimous decision, Relive Havelov!
Matchup here, you'll see with these numbers. Ibra, 20 years of age, Kenny Mokanwana, only 27. That is a very tall featherweight, although he did miss the featherweight limit at 147 pounds. Ibra didn't even think about turning the fight down despite the missed weight. He said, that's fine, it's a catch weight, we'll contract it. But look at the reach advantage for Kenny Mokanwana.
And it's time for keys to victory. So for Nurmagomedov, he's got to pass the guard on the takedown. He doesn't want to get tangled up in guillotines. Control and strike from top position, and then top position submissions, arm triangles, etc. For Kenny Mokanwana, long-range counters, use those long arms, sub-attacks in scrambles, guillotines, etc. And then if he lands on the bottom, he's got to be active. He can't stay stuck there.
The tension is heating up here at the Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai for our first major MMA event. First up, in the blue corner, he holds a Bellator record of 2 wins and 1 loss, and all 5 of his professional wins have come by knockout of submission. With 4 of those finishes happening in the first round, he weighs in at 147 pounds, and he's fighting out of Dublin, Ireland. It is Kenny the Black Diamond Mokanwana! And his opponent is fighting out of the red corner, undefeated with a perfect professional record of 8 wins. He's a former KST lightweight champion, now riding a 2-win run in the PFL with a first round submission victory in the PFL Europe debut. He weighs in at 146 even, and he's fighting out of Dagestan, Russia. It is Ibragim the Mauler Ibragimov. And your referee for the fight is Mike Beltran.
All right, Kenny, back it up.
The always mustachioed Mike Beltran.
You won this.
Will oversee the action here.
All right,
Kenny
gentlemen,
Mokanuana's got the black
round.
trunks.
Ready to fight? Ready to fight? Let's go.
Ibragimov is in the light blue.
Oh!
Sharp inside kick. Takes the base out from under Mokanuana temporarily.
Look at the height and reach of Mokanuana.
What a throw for Ibragimov, and now into the side control position.
Got to watch this reverse triangle. He needs to get that arm back from between the legs of Mokanuana.
Get that right elbow back on the inside.
Ibra's got to be cautious because Mokanuana might try and start to stuff that head in between his legs, get that inverted triangle. It's going to be very difficult to finish, but it could find him tangled up in an awkward position for a good couple of minutes.
Yeah, Ibrahim doing the right thing here, staying in top position, relaxing, slowing the fight down a little bit.
Kenny's got to be careful trying to just spin out, give up his back.
Your sequence, Kenny. Right elbow on the
John
inside.
Cavanaugh in the corner of Kenny Mokanuana,
Escape the right leg
asking for him to work a sequence.
Kenny's very active off his back. I noticed that in his previous fights. He never ever sits still. Real tricky opponent from the bottom.
Trying to stuff that left arm of Ibra.
Elbows if you have room. Keep your sequence in mind.
Active with a guard and flexible as well. You'll see him climbing these long legs up around the shoulders and trying to lock his opponent down. Here he goes again.
Yep. Difficult opponent at featherweight as well when they're tall like this. They move around, he moves really well from the bottom position. Nice elbow from the bottom too from Kenny.
And there's a lot of limbs to control as well for Ibra, right?
Hit your sequence.
Ibrahim on the shorter side of featherweight, so you know these long limbs are really tricky to get around from bottom position.
Working to stuff that wrist again, but I think if Kenny can clear the head, he's going to go for a... It looks like he's trying to set up a triangle again, perhaps. Ibra just looks so wise to it, though, you know what I mean? He just drives through everything. You've got to pressure forward when people are climbing up a high guard. You've got almost like you're putting on a sweater. You've got to shrug their shoulders off.
Ibrahim nice and composed, considering he's only had a few pro fights, you know, fighting very experienced, like he did in his last fight too. He looked great.
Good for him to get some rounds in as well in that last one. And this really nullifies Mokanuana's sub-attacks.
Beautiful pressure with the hips here from Ibrahim. Nice switch.
Yeah. Setting himself up to take the back here.
But nice from Kenny using the fence.
Kenny's got to keep that hand, though, that underhook. If he pulls that across the waistline, if he cuts the waist with that hand, he's going to give his back. And then
Ibra's trying to grab those hips and pull him away again. Kenny's worked back to his knees, see if he can get his feet on the mat here.
So watch that guillotine. Kenny's got a few guillotine finishes.
Good work keeping his head right on that centre line, though, so it never falls into either pocket. He's driving forward here. There's nowhere for Kenny to posture with this guillotine.
He's really got to watch that head, though, in this position. But he's got the legs clasped now.
It's almost like it's almost like he allowed the head to get tangled so he could deal with the legs.
And this is part of that Dagestani wrestling system that you're going to see. They take these leg irons. Mokanuana has been able to get his legs back, but it's a formula, and it works so consistently in the sport of mixed martial arts.
It's constant, and it's grueling, and it's tiring, and we're in round one.
Coming up on the 1 minute mark remaining in the first round of a possible 3. Ibragimov pressing Kenny Mokanuana against the barrier. Inside control here.
Really impressed with Ibrahim's pressure here. Really nice. Just draining Kenny from the start.
That was lovely, that little knee to the body, then he pinned the wrist with the same knee.
Отлично, Ибрагим.
Had an old school half Nelson grip for a second there.
Грузи его вперед. Вперед грузи, молодец.
Wedge that right elbow in the space.
Good work by Kenny to get back to his feet again, see if he can take this seatbelt off. But he can't. That return for Ibra.
Good knees, good pressure, great pressure from Ibra. Great round one.
The game's cyclical as well, isn't it? There's never an out to it. It always tangles you and turns you back into the same position.
And I'll tell you one thing that's really interesting for me, guys. He knows the game so well. He knows what he's supposed to do so well. His corner has just been silent the whole first round, just watching Ibragimov work. Wheel kick to close it.
Here we go now. Let's see if Ibra can get it to the ground again. We know that's where he wants to fight. That's where he's most comfortable.
Again
Same
with the
start.
inside kick.
Beautiful.
Big elevation.
That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen.
And a slam from Ibragimov.
Really, really nice.
Okonawana not yet letting go of the neck.
Yeah, he's got to get that head back into the center line. Okonawana is going to keep that chin cap on. He's going to try and keep control of that while he establishes the other hand to grip. But as soon as his back's up against the fence, the ability to guillotine really disappears.
Especially with the way Ibra will use his legs to shelf the legs of Kenny Okonawana. That'll allow him to contact his feet with the mat, create any leverage. John Kavanagh watching on quietly.
We're back into Ibrahim. Trap, as I like to call it here. The legs are now iron. He's going to pull the wrist away. He's going to flatten Kenny again. And it's really difficult to get out of this position. We've seen it in his last 2 fights. He puts you there and you just can't get out. We've not really seen anyone get out of it yet.
It's the Ibra game, that's what we'll call it.
I'm sure he'll claim it as well.
It's beautiful.
It is. It's really good to watch.
It's like your legs are in stocks, like old medieval stocks. You just can't move them anywhere. Really is impressive. It forces you to turn and give your back as well, doesn't it?
He's so smooth with it, Dan. He's one of the smoothest I've seen with it from that gym.
And now he's taking the back of Kenny Okonawana.
When you're ready, you're going to turn.
Will try and push his back vertically up to the face and higher on the chest. Okonawana says no. Too high for that choke to really sink in. It's funny hearing both of you guys talk about the fact that, Ibra might be the next big thing, could be a big star. Chances are he's not going to end up being the biggest athletic star in his own family. His younger brother, actually his 3 younger brothers, are all in the development academy for Manchester United. Yes, that Manchester United. And speaking with Ibra at the fighter meetings, he thinks the oldest of the younger brothers might be on the A squad sometime this year. At only 17, only 17, 18 years of age.
It's unheard of.
Unbelievable.
He's tangled in a kimura here. Okonawana is really committing to it.
If I'm Kenny, I'm going to really go for this now. He's been struggling in these positions. He needs to make something happen now.
Interesting what John Kavanagh said, though. He said about bringing the leg over to the other side. I think he might try and look to take this as a back take or an arm bar, perhaps. I don't know if he's going to get this.
He's got a nice grip, but Ibrahim aware of it.
Yeah, he's covering that arm,
Very
isn't
smart.
So what you're telling me, Sean, is the likelihood is Ibra could probably play football as well.
He said his brothers are much better than him at football, but
when he takes them down, they can't get up.
I bring that point up because that's a level of athleticism and coordination that the family has. Right? You don't accidentally fall into that level of athletics.
Incredible discipline. I know the father. He's obviously look at the lads. Do you know what I mean? All 3 of them, all 4 of them.
Must be incredibly proud.
Excelling at the highest level of sport. Sold out arena here.
Watch
It's
the back.
incredible.
You have to let go of that, Kenny. Come on.
Tight on that
Keep
waist.
Let's go, guys. For the right on the hook.
Keep it clean,
And
gentlemen.
because the waist of Kenny's so narrow, Ibra is almost all the way around and got his hand in his own pocket.
Face the fence, yes.
I feel like Ibra's not even got out of first gear here, guys. He really hasn't.
He's just cruising, isn't he?
He is.
Terrifying.
He's making it look easy.
Well, one of the challenging things about fighting someone like Kenny Okonawana is he's got those long limbs. Ibra has not let him get those limbs into play, not allowing him to build frames, not allowing him to get the long legs up and around the neck or create body locks. It's just...
And you know what, Sean? We're actually talking about a difficult opponent he's fighting here.
That's right.
Like, this is not no easy. He's from a great gym. You know, he's got a lot of wins on his record, and Ibrahim just making it look very easy.
There's a potential Von Flue choke here if Ibra can move him away from the fence a little bit.
Kenny needs to use that fence now. He really needs to shift his hips back and start making something happen. Easier said than done. Potential head and arm choke here.
Ibra trying to wedge himself in on the fence side of Kenny Mokonawana.
He's got to step that right leg over now.
Back on that Kimura grip. He's allowed him to get his hands together again. Ibra needs to cover that, make sure his arm stays safe. Yeah,
Beautiful.
It's giving Kenny some space to move though, isn't it? He's been able to build back up to his knees because of that Kimura trap.
I mean, another round just passed there, guys, and Ibrahim in complete control, complete domination from bell to bell yet again.
Mokonawana tries to roll for a leg, gonna be too little too late. The round comes to a close with a hammer fist.
Don't grab the fence, you understand? Don't play that shit. Don't grab the fence.
Mike Beltran.
All right, gentlemen, third final round. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Hell, let's go.
One last 5-minute frame. And again, Ibra opens it up with that same kick.
Identical.
Yeah, but which takedown this time is the question.
Beautiful. Here's the hands now of Ibrahim. He's gone southpaw. You notice that, guys? Beautiful. Faster hands. Here we go again. He's going for a ride by the looks of things. There we go. Incredible.
Gave us a little smile in the commentary booth before he nailed that takedown as well. He's just going through the wrestling textbook right now, isn't he?
Good elbow from the
that
top
inside leg
position.
trip was phenomenal to watch.
That was a cracking elbow that he landed. Great head position, staying above his opponent. Mokonawana is going to try and build up here. But as soon as he starts to build, look, Ibra's going to take his base away.
There we go.
Strip the leg with his own legs, wrap it up, bind it.
We're back in the Ibra trap, Dan.
Right. The Ibra game.
The leg irons are on.
The leg irons.
Yeah, but it's a difficult one.
And this is what's going to happen as well, you see. Because Mokonawana feels stuck, and in this point of desperation in the third round, he might start to try and scramble and turn his back. And that's where you find Ibra is clamped onto you. Here we go, look. Forced to turn his back to make space. Maybe trying to tangle up a leg here, but there's not a lot of space for him to extend it. Open palm on the fence for Ibra.
He's isolated the leg now, let's see.
Triangle the legs.
Be careful of that up kick.
Good work by Ibra. Floated over the top. Once again, out behind Kenny Mokonawana.
I mean, the pressure's just really beautiful to watch. It is. It's one side to the other. It's leg iron, it's hand class, it's beautiful. I'm breaking off now. I'd like to see some attacks from here now. Some striking from me, bro. You know, finish this round.
As dominant as the control is, the next step in the career for Ibra is going to have to be making sure that these things advance to finishes.
Sure.
Oh, this is interesting for Mokonawana.
Triangle attempt here for Kenny Mokonawana.
I mean, it's...
There's just no space to extend it, you know what I mean? That's the problem with this position up against the fence.
I mean, Kenny much more active in this round now. You know, he looks great from the bottom now. This is what he should have been doing from the start. Much more aggressive with his jiu-jitsu.
Halfway through.
Come on, work to the knees, enough!
North-south here for Ibra Ibragimov.
All the way.
Come on, Kenny, move. Big effort now, back up. Posting up.
All right, let's go.
There you go.
All
Stand.
All the way.
Face the fence, working the grip.
There we go now.
But then think about the discouragement if he's taken down almost immediately again. Beautiful work by Ibra.
It really is beautiful to watch.
It's incredible. It's just so fluid as well. It's not even a technical understanding of wrestling. It's mechanical. He understands what limbs need to be stripped away.
And Dan, with him being so young, it's scary, you know? Once he starts adding these submissions and the ground and pound into his arsenal.
Even just growing into his body, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
20-year-old, imagine him 4 or 5 years time.
Ibra with old man strength?
Oh, no.
No, thank you.
I'm going to re-retire.
And you know, as well, with the level of discipline in his household, you know what I mean, with his brothers and his dad, and it's just, the sky really is the limit here.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And the fact that he can outsource his training whenever he wants to Mahachkala. He can go back and he can train in Dagestan and if he ever feels like the wrestling is slipping or he's getting away from this system that has been so perfected, he can just hop a flight, and that's where his roots are.
Are you trying to say the wrestling would slip in Manchester, Sean?
Well, that's not what I was implying, but because you said it, it's not
beautiful.
It's a little suplex for style point.
So nice.
45 seconds left. Go for this Dagestani handcuff, but Mokon is keeping his elbow close to his chin, ribs.
Workman-like performance here from Ibrahim.
Ibra trying to work the elbow from the top position.
What an addition we have to the 145 division here, guys.
Yeah.
Honestly, really hard to beat. Great style.
The knees to the thigh.
Again, I don't believe he got out of first gear, guys. Honestly.
Now you see him open
This young man. I need to interview him. That was superb.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are set to announce the winner for this featherweight bout. The fight has taken its full course, and with that, we head to the judges' scorecard. All judges have scored 30-27, and the winner by unanimous decision, still undefeated, Ibrahim the Mauler Ibrahimov!
methodical dissection by Ibra to extend his undefeated record to 9-0. Dan Hardy with the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible performance that was. Undefeated, Ibrahimov. How are you feeling, my friend?
I feel great, to be honest. Thank you, Dubai. Firstly, I want to say Alhamdulillah. I couldn't lose this fight because my grandmother was here, my dad is here, my old brothers are on here. We have a massive support came from Dagestan, from Manchester. Thank you to everyone for the support. Thank you, guys. I'm really glad to fight here. One of the massive, like the first massive show in Dubai. It's a big honor for me to fight in here. Thank you, PFL. Obviously, I want to say thank you to every single one, and to our brother Khabib as well for taking care of us. We've been here 2 weeks, been training with the best guys around, been training in the best gym. So thank you so much. He took care of us while I was here. Thank you. Alhamdulillah. 9-0 undefeated, guys.
I've got a question for you, my friend. Well, Sean and I sit cage side and we look all the way through the night for the takedown of the night. And you gave us many, many options. We've got 3 different ones that we've picked out. Let's have a look on the screen up here. Talk me through these, my friend. You went through the wrestling textbook.
Check this out. Boom. That's Greco-Roman wrestling. Thank you to all my coaches from Greco-Roman. Boom. It's just explanation. The Dagestan Airlines. Boom. Woo! I could have finished this one, to be honest. 10 more seconds, I would have finished this one. Big shout to all the guys from Ireland. There's nothing personal between us. It's just a sport for us. It's nothing personal. Obviously, it's good to get a win against them anyways. It's like, always we have competition with Ireland. Thank you guys for coming and supporting your guys as well. Thanks, Kenny. He's a good fighter. And to all his coaches as well. Thank you.
We're excited for your journey, my friend. We're all going to be following it.
And thank you to PFL for giving me this opportunity. This is the 3rd fight on one of the best organizations. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you've done for me. It changed my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dubai, make some noise for Ibrahimov.
Tail the tape for this one, brought to you by Takedown. Usman Nurmagomedov, 28 years of age. Nathan Kelly is 27. Both men standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighted nearly the same, and they turned in the same measurement on the reach. A very evenly matched physical.
All right, keys to victory. So for Magomedov, he's got to skirmish with that lead hand to find his ways inside. Knees to the body in the clinch are going to be really useful. And then, of course, wrestle against the fence. That traditional abdomen up game. For Kelly, he's got to draw and counter, get him out of shape, damage that lead leg, and of course, elbows in every single range.
And it's time for the featherweight bout, ladies and gentlemen, right here for PFL Road to Dubai Championship Series. First up, in the blue corner, this fighter holds an 11-fight win streak after dropping his first 2 professional bouts. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt holder and has finished 9 out of 11 wins by knockout of submission with an impressive 3-0 Bellator record and 4-0 in PFL, originally from Ireland, and he's fighting out of Dubai. It is Nathan the Menace Kelly! And his opponent is fighting out of the red corner. He enters with a professional record of 10 wins and only 1 loss, including 6 victories by knockout of submission. He's a 2-time Bellator veteran and has trained with the legendary Usman Nurmagomedov, and now enters the cage after a 2-year hiatus. His official weight is 145 and 7 pounds, and he's fighting out of Dagestan, Russia. It's Usman Nurmagomedov! And your referee for the fight is Mike Belcher.
Woo! Kelly will be in the black trunks. Magomedov in the light blue. Mike Beltran to oversee the action.
First round. Ready to fight. Ready to fight. Now let's go.
Oftentimes, when a guy's been away from competition for 2 years, you'll hear conversations about ring rust. Dan, I'm not going to even bring that up because we know what the training camp is like constantly for these guys in Dagestan.
Yeah. That kind of training camp would knock the rust off the car in the car park.
Not just that, guys. I'm seeing he's had 70 amateur fights.
Yeah.
When you've had that kind of experience, there is no such thing as ring rust, is there, Dan?
It's probably been good for him actually to have a little break,
Exactly.
you know, recalibrate a little bit. He looks very relaxed here, but Nate Kelly.
Beautiful calf kick there.
Yeah.
Very effective. It's a red welt already. You
can see it straight away.
And he switched stance.
It's interesting because you saw Usman Nurmagomedov throw 3 of them, but the one from Nate Kelly appears to have had more effect.
We have seen Magomedov be punished with low kicks in the past.
We have. Beautiful, Nathan.
Nice flurry from Nate Kelly, not allowing Magomedov to get a grip.
I want to see go back to that cut. Oh, beautiful timing there.
Yeah, lovely timing.
Fake the right hand down. Got the hands clasped, beautiful. Great defense from Nathan.
Magomedov was able to elevate him and get him
Needs to
down.
get to that fence. Needs to turn into his opponent.
Yeah, it was a big takedown, that. Really, really big statement from Ahmed. But Nate's done a good job of scrambling back to his feet here.
He's done fantastic. He's got his grip inside again.
To do with dropping his level just a little bit.
Good hustle.
Excellent. Beautiful. He's rocked him.
Nate Kelly passing. There's a cut. I'm seeing blood.
Looks like a big one, Sean.
Ahmed tried to elevate him with those butterfly hooks. Great work by Nathan Kelly, driving himself back, but he can't get tangled up in a grappling exchange here. He needs to get around the legs and keep striking. Beautiful work
from Nathan Kelly.
Into side control here.
Take the back.
Slick.
Here we go.
Throws the hook in on the back.
Great control. Great back control from Nathan.
Quarter Nelson. Quarter Nelson.
Yeah, going for the quarter Nelson as the corner team are calling for to try and break the posture. You've got to curve the spine, almost like you're trying to fold Ahmed's head underneath him. This is a better position for Nathan, though.
I've got a feeling Ahmed's still really hurting.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at him wrestle
He's
out of
fighting
that
on
trouble,
instinct.
But that instinct can be tremendously effective when he's got wrestling instinct.
Especially when
like
your hands are clasped down.
Right. And you've got Khabib through the fence, you can see.
Yeah, exactly.
Usman Nurmagomedov in the corner of
working on the
Usman
sweeping
Nurmagomedov.
But Nathan's really impressed me with his start,
Right.
man. He's looked phenomenal.
He's so good at sneaking those elbows in. Anytime there's space out of these clinches, he'll be looking for it again if he can buy himself some room.
He needs to get that left arm inside now, over the head of Ahmed.
He was talking about the elbow that he knocked Vickers out with. He was talking he drilled it for weeks and weeks with Dave Roach. He was so excited. Ooh.
Is that the blood?
Oh no, groin shot.
No.
Stay right here. Stay right there.
He was so excited to use elbows, and now obviously is really making it a part of his game.
What an elbow that was, Dan. I can't wait to watch that one back.
Maybe we can get a closer look at this cut. It is right on the eyebrow,
Hey,
so
all
not
the way
the
over
type.
there. No coaching, guys, please.
Not the type that'll stop a fight necessarily, unless it continues to open.
You need to stay over there. You walk around. You have time, okay?
I'd really like to see
rush to
Nathan go back to that calf kick now, keep his distance.
There's a look at the unfortunate inside shot.
Hey, no
from
coaching
Usman
on this side
Nurmagomedov.
either. All right? Hey, guys. Yes, sir.
Everyone's
there.
pushing their luck with the coaching.
I'll tell you what, Mike Beltran's fired
You're
up
good.
to
Right?
You okay? All right, no rush. You ready to go?
He's an
want some
intense
more time?
referee. I like his style. I
Me
do.
too.
You're good? Okay.
You can tell he's a police officer, can't you?
Pick him up. Okay, pick him up. All right. You ready? Fight!
There's the restart.
Here we go.
Back to the action with 1:45 left in the first round.
Beautiful timing.
Wow, timing
Perfect.
on that. Easy drive through.
And similar to Ibrahim now, he's locking the legs up. We've seen it time and
Get
time
to the
again
right,
now.
Nathan. You good? Look the pose.
Yeah, Nate's got to look to build up onto that arm, but of course, if he starts to turn towards that arm to get his knees underneath him, that's where the Dagestani handcuff comes in.
Exactly.
Great job by Magomed, controlling the legs.
That's it.
Bump and pull and leg out.
Nathan needs to bump. Great advice from John there. He needs to bump, get his hips to the fence, and up. There we go. He's doing it. He's doing it. He needs to take the risk and get up. That's it.
There's the back exposure that this style of wrestling so often forces an opponent to fall into. Now a full mount for Usman Nurmagomedov.
It's almost like when you get caught in these positions, you have to accept the toll for getting back up is to take a few shots to the face. A lot of people stay in these positions because they don't want to take those punches, but ultimately then they end up stuck in these positions.
It was a great start from Nathan, but Ahmed has really pulled it back in this round.
Oh, there's that Dagestani handcuff. Look at that strain it's putting across the deltoid of Nathan Kelly.
Gotta be careful with that right arm.
20 seconds, Nathan. Just
He's got that handcuff really behind his back there.
Right up the back as well, isn't it,
Beautiful.
man? Looks like Nathan's working to get it free, but he can expose his back in the process.
Yep.
Short time.
Ahmed with some amazing top pressure there.
Yeah, really impressive. And the elbow may have
Usman
woken up a bit.
Nurmagomedov will finish on top of Nathan Kelly.
I mean, 2 years out the cage, he needed a bit of a wake-up call, didn't he, Dan? And he got
Yeah.
one in
Maybe
the form
not.
of an Nate Kelly elbow.
So now Nathan Kelly in his corner, with plenty left to fight, obviously, 10 more minutes possible. Cannot just simply bank that he won that round because of the big moment and the big elbow.
Much slower start from Nathan Kelly in this round, guys. I wonder if the wrestling's draining him now.
And he's also felt this pressure as well
Yeah.
now, so there's anxiety associated with this. He knows he's got to get back to his feet, otherwise it just slowly gets worse and worse.
I feel like Ahmed did really well to weather the early onslaught, and now he's really showing his skills on the ground here. You know, he's putting him against the fence. He's now classed the legs yet again. It's beautiful positioning from Ahmed. Real tough job here for Nathan Kelly to keep getting back to his feet. Really draining. We could see from the start of the second round, it's really took its toll on him.
Only a minute into round
Keep
number
trying to get
2.
up in the hand, Nathan. Don't make it easy. Keep trying to come up under the hand.
Usman Nurmagomedov has Nathan Kelly firmly in his
Now
control.
bump the hips forward and get the
leg
bottom leg
irons are
out.
on.
Come on, there it's coming. There you
That's
go.
it.
Good effort.
I like John's advice, don't make it easy. That's what he has to do. Nathan has to
You
bump
still have
and
your right
shrimp
knee
now.
here.
He has to.
Keep the knee close to the wall.
A lot of the
If there's
time,
space,
it's just
get
not
that
being
left hand, bring his
accepting,
head
is
in
it?
front of
Dan.
you.
You've got to keep moving in this position.
And this is what you
Don't
do
worry
so
about
well.
that front
You never
headlock, Nick.
accept being
Yes.
stuck in a position
I mean,
like
I try
this,
my
you know?
best, but it is hard, Dan, with these guys. It
Yeah,
really
right.
is.
You've both hands now. You've both hands for balance. Putting a lot of energy in here.
Right in front of his own corner, Nathan Kelly listening to the coaching.
Let's work in that grip.
Dave Roche.
Yeah.
Come on, height,
Sean
height.
Cavanaugh had to give up his back here. Left arm of Usman Nurmagomedov snakes around, and then Kelly.
And there we go with that Dagestani handcuff yet again, but Danny gets it right up the back. I love the way he's doing that. He's not just trapping it, he's going right up the back of it, making it extremely hard for Nathan Kelly.
Like twisting it to put strain through his shoulder as well. And the thing is, what that's going to do with Nathan's posture is it's going to expose more of his back. He's going to have to turn towards the arm that's trapped, which exposes the neck and the back.
Exactly.
I mean, he's being very stubborn in this position, but he's also very stuck in this position. And anything he does to build up, it exposes him to a trap.
Honestly, it's about as bad as it gets, this position. Shoulder right up your back, you know, half mounted. We've got an animated Khabib in the corner.
Halfway point of the fight. 2.5 minutes gone in round 2.
Focus on your breathing here as well.
Usman Nurmagomedov not posturing up much, but now he starts to work on the ear. There's Khabib Nurmagomedov in the corner of one of his students.
Yeah, really tough position here for Nathan Kelly, but John's right, he needs to move, he needs to bounce, he needs to bump, he needs to shrimp down, he needs to keep it moving.
He does, he looks stuck and drained, and honestly, he looks discouraged as well.
He really does.
Great effort, Nathan. Staying calm.
Now he's giving his back because he's mounted, so as soon as he tries to turn to build up, Magomedov's on his back, and hooks are already in place.
You got to go to your knees. One motion and roll
Yeah,
through.
Nathan needs to move here. I mean, you know what happens sometimes? I don't know if you agree with me, Dan. Like, when you go for the finish early and you don't get it, you kind of lose that adrenaline. You get the dump, and that looks like what's happened here. Nathan, he come out for the second round, he just didn't look like the first round at all.
I think you're absolutely right.
Knees, roll all the way through.
Incredibly discouraging when you think you've got to finish, and then it's not there, and then you have another 2 minutes or so in the first round, and potentially 12 more minutes in a fight.
Yeah, I always remember, and this is the most extreme version of this same thing you're talking about, was Bisping versus Anderson Silva.
Yes.
Right, because Anderson
shield,
Silva smacked him with that big knee, pretty much knocked him out, and Anderson Silva thought it was the end of the fight, so he ran and started celebrating. They had to get him down off the fence, and it was like his adrenaline was just gone from that point.
There we go, we might see the end here, guys.
Nathan's trying.
He's trying. There's just not a
there we
lot
go,
of room
the
for
arms
him.
underneath, the arms
Choke.
underneath. This could be
Big
a guy's
squeeze
fight.
and
That's the end, gentlemen. That is the end, gentlemen.
Victorious after 2 years away.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the 9th fight of the evening here in the main card, in this featherweight bout, as we announce the winner. In the second round, after 4 minutes and 22 seconds, the winner by submission via rear naked choke, representing Dagestan, Russia, it is Usman Nurmagomedov!
Fail the tape for your co-main event. Vadim Nemkov, 32 years of age. Tim Johnson is 39. Johnson, the true heavyweight, is taller, weighed in very near that 265-pound limit, and has the longer reach. He is the bigger fighter. Can he make that size a factor?
Keys to victory, so for Vadim Nemkov, he's got to strike a move, be the athlete, be the quicker guy. Head kicks after punches, the same thing that he won the title with. Wrestle when pressured, of course. Tim Johnson could put him under tremendous pressure. For Johnson, he's got to hold the center of the cage. Step it through with punches is where he really starts to catch people. And then if he can work his way into clinch and dirty box, that's where he can really put a beating on this guy.
Dubai, it's now time for our co-main event of the evening. 3 5-minute round in this heavyweight bout. First up, In the blue corner, a seasoned heavyweight with a professional record of 18 wins and 10 losses. He has won 3 out of his last 4 fights and boasts 13 victories via knockout or submission. He holds a Bellator record of 4-5, a UFC record of 4-3, and a current PFL record of 1-1. He's fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. It is Tim Fat Boy Johnson! And his opponent is fighting out of the red corner. He is the former Bellator light heavyweight world champion and Grand Prix champion. Undefeated in his last 13 fights, and he boasts a perfect record of 10 wins, no losses, and 1 no contest in Bellator. The 2014 Sambo world champion and a 3-time Russian national Sambo champion. Fighting out of Russia, it is Vadim the Machine Nemkov! And your referee for the fight is Kerry Hatley.
Heavyweight action in our co-main event will be overseen by Kerry Hatley. Vadim Nemkov in the blue trunks, Tim Johnson.
All right, gentlemen, this is where your hard work pays off. You ready? You ready? Let's go to work.
Johnson in the southpaw stance.
Аккуратненько, потихонечку, подбирайся, по чуть-чуть.
These guys got a lot of respect for one another. Nemkov obviously knows Tim Johnson very well. Both are fighting his coach and mentor Fedor and one of his teammates in Moldovsky.
Почувствуй его.
На
скорости, на скорости. Не, на скорости. На скорости.
There is the last emperor, Fedor Emelianenko. Considered by many to be the greatest heavyweight in the history of MMA.
Cut him on the top of the head with that kick.
That shin grazed the top of Tim Johnson's bald head.
Дистанция. Подбирай, молодец, подбирай.
Is so dangerous in the chaos that he can create with a fight. Also, he's got the chin.
You can really see the speed difference here for Nemkov, but Johnson, since he took that first head kick, it's almost like he's wide-eyed, he's focused now. It's like, right, I'm going to get you back for this.
Blood trickling straight down the center of Tim Johnson's head. Nemkov seen something in camp with those kicks, maybe. Keeps trying the head kick.
The last 2, though, have bounced off the head, so Tim Johnson's now starting to feel quite confident.
Drove that one into the midsection, which, of course, is one of the dangers when you bring the hands high. And there is that speed. Nemkov able to retreat, get out of the way.
Very slick. But Tim Johnson straight back up to his feet.
Don't grab the cage, Tim.
He's a big man to keep taking down.
Молодец, хорошо.
And this is one of the things when you talk about guys transitioning to a larger weight class. Even though Nemkov has a lot of heavyweight training partners, if he keeps wrestling at this pace,
don't grab it.
With a 265-pound man, can his gas tank hold up?
Great work by Tim not accepting this.
He told us in the fighter meetings he's got a PT test for his National Guard duties coming in a couple of weeks. So he's had to condition and had to run pretty heavily, even if he didn't get a full mixed martial arts camp in. His duties to the Army meant that he was getting himself in good shape.
Don't grab it.
These are solid knees as well to the legs that are really going to deaden the movement of Tim Johnson. Even if he is able to break and get back to a striking range. Nice drag away. Same takedown that Ibrahimov was using against Mogonana.
How about that?
Talk about that for heavyweight flexibility. Pull him up from behind, kick him in the head.
Nemkov doing a really good job. Now got a hook in.
Не давай вставать. Твой, аккуратно, твой.
Again, Tim's trying to build back up, and now he's got Nemkov on his back. Can he shake him off? If he can pitch him forward, he might be able to shake him free.
Big squeeze in.
Stop.
Submission for the
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to announce a winner for our heavyweight bout in our co-main event for PFL Road to Dubai Championship Series. Referee Kerry Hatley has stopped the fight after 3 minutes and 8 seconds in the first round. And the winner by submission with a rear naked choke, it is Vadim the Machine Nemkov!
Time now for a main event tale of the tape. Brought to you by that prize guy, Usman Nurmagomedov, 26 years of age, Paul Hughes, 28. Usman is 2 inches taller and has a 2-inch reach advantage as a result.
All right, key submission for the main event for Usman Nurmagomedov. Very lead leg attack. He's so quick with that lead leg. Trips and reaps in the clinch, and if it hits the floor, chase those neck attacks. For Paul Hughes, he's going to work inside that dangerous kicking range. Then he's going to throw boxing combinations with body shots to try and sap that gas tank for the championship rounds. Defend the takedown is common sense, but he's got to scramble safely, assuming he's going to get taken down at some point.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment I've been waiting for. This is the moment you've been waiting for. This is the moment the whole world is waiting for. Dubai, make some noise for our main event! That's right, it's a lightweight world champion fight. First up, in the blue corner, he enters this fight with a phenomenal record of 13 wins and only 1 loss. He is the former Cage Warriors featherweight champion, currently riding a remarkable 7-fight win streak out of 13 victories. He holds 6 knockouts, 3 submissions, and he remains undefeated in both Bellator and PFL, and he weighs in 155 even. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Belfast, Northern Ireland, it is Paul the Big News Hughes. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, one of the most dominant fighters in MMA to be the undefeated Bellator lightweight world champion with a clean professional record of 18 wins, 14 by knockout or submission, 8 first round finishes, and he weighs in at 154.9 pounds, and he's fighting out of Dagestan, Russia. It is the champion, Usman Nurmagomedov! And your referee for the fight, Mike Belcher.
All right, gentlemen, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. The sound of the bell, come on out. Handle your business. Let's go.
He knows he's been taught really well, Habib. You just got to stay him on top.
Paul Hughes in the black trunks, Usman Nurmagomedov in the white. 155-pound world championship slated for 5 5-minute rounds if necessary.
All right, gentlemen, first round. Ready to fight, ready to fight. Let's go.
Southpaw stands for Usman.
That's it. Keep that distance.
I wonder if Usman's going to use a bit of time to just try and read Paul a little bit.
That's it, Usman. Stay at that
He
distance.
didn't see in his research. I wonder how many of his fights he actually watched. How many did he sit through and study? Because he might still be an unknown commodity in front of him, Paul Hughes, right now.
Nurmagomedov starting early with some searching kicks, just flicking
Stay
that
that
leg
distance.
out.
There you go.
Another.
Just testing the range with
There
that
you
long
go.
leg.
And that is where the difference is.
That's it. Stay like that.
Between Usman Nurmagomedov and even the legends like Khabib.
Stay like that. Stay
and
like
one of
that.
his other trading partners, the UFC champion,
Beautiful.
Islam Makhachev.
That's
This
what I
guy,
want.
much more
There you
dexterous in
go.
the striking game, much
Keep
quicker.
that distance.
Very much like
He
his
can't
brother,
deal with the
you know,
kicking.
Umar is very loose and flexible with his legs as well. They tend to pick with their legs like a lot of the other fighters use their lead hands. This is why Paul's got to get inside this kicking range. It's a real challenge because he can use so many different kicks to keep that distance.
Already several
That
stance
kick's
switches
good.
for Usman Nurmagomedov.
There you
going
go.
into this fight.
That's it. Keep that distance.
Very technical start here.
There you go. Keep that distance.
Habib in the corner of his cousin.
Keep carrying that calf. There you go. Take. There you go.
Jab misses. More work on the legs. Laser right hand from Usman Nurmagomedov.
Very calm, technical. This is nice side kick to the midsection. One of the best weapons that Usman's got.
Followed it up with the inside leg kick. There's the speed again, displayed on the jab.
Distance. There you go.
A lot more respect from Usman than I was expecting in this first round. I thought he was going to come out and really be a bully. Maybe he's trying to figure out why Paul Hughes is so confident. Nice jab.
I want that distance. Beautiful.
So sharp, that is. No wind up on it or anything. Just pops it on the chin of his opponent.
That's what I want to see.
Stop.
2 minutes.
Turn.
Three.
Often happens in the open stances. Inside leg kick.
3 minutes to go. Just breathe and
come up a little high.
Right there. Distance is the only way. You can't do shit with us. When he wants to get the takedown, let's get the takedown. Let's take on the kick.
Who wants to go?
Beautiful. You're doing beautiful. Stay at the distance. Keep that kicking going. That calf kick's good. There you go. That's it.
Three-piece combination. Nurmagomedov was able to move outside the range of the end.
Look at the redness on the inside of the lead leg of Paul Hughes from those slicing kicks.
And on the midsection as well. Hughes catches him advancing Nurmagomedov.
There you go.
And unfortunately for Paul, he's got that skin complexion that shows every single bit of contact that he gets from the toes of Nurmagomedov.
There you go. There you go.
Nice lead hook kick. Don't see those very often in mixed martial arts. I'm enjoying this feeling out process. We've got just over a minute left in the first round. Oh no, groin kick each.
Hughes tried the push kick at the same time that Usman was advancing. Below the belt.
Good time. Go ahead, brother. Good time, young man.
He's good to go.
Ready to go? You ready to go? Hey, both of you guys, hey. Pick it up, all right? Let's go, fight!
Distance.
Kick again. Paul's looking for that check left hook. He's got a very, very powerful left hook. Now we've seen him come off a kick to a left hook. We've seen him come off a cross to the body to a left hook now.
Stabbing front kick from Usman. Hughes is going to have to be very careful about kicking himself off balance with the speed of Usman.
30 seconds! Keep that distance.
Javi Mendez calling for Usman Nurmagomedov to keep the distance. He is the longer fighter.
Both these guys are just moving so well. The long-range game of Usman is really incredible to watch. He just picks and pokes at people.
Keep that distance.
Keep them right on the end of his toes.
Oh, hey!
They're working that body shot, aren't they, both of them? Usman's working it with his toes and Paul's working it with that kick from an incredible amount. Especially if you take into account the amount of times that Javier Mendez has been in a championship corner and a championship training camp.
I mean, you think of Cain Velasquez and Daniel Cormier and Habib and Luke Rockhold, and the list continues to go. Good jab there from Paul Hughes.
There you go.
Side kick again from Usman. Tries it now to the face.
There you go. I want that continuing.
Usman did say that he was going to try and get the finish in this round.
Stay on that movement. Stay on that movement.
Switch kick there for Paul Hughes. Off balance, Usman Nurmagomedov. Big swing and a miss. Usman down. Hughes, great job shrugging it off.
Stay on the movement. Stay on that distance. Stay on that
Moments for Paul Hughes, the Irishman.
Shifts the dynamic slightly.
Well, we saw that exact thing start to change the AJ McKee fight. Paul Hughes, can he plant seeds of doubt in the unflappable Usman Nurmagomedov?
Good pressure and defense so far. Nice low kick as well.
There you go. There you go.
Nurmagomedov in the foreground.
Keep that distance.
In the background. It's quite a corner when Islam's not even really allowed to speak. He's the third. Good work again by Hughes for now. Usman continues to pursue his pressure.
Goes for a trip. Paul keeps his hips away. Really good movement so far.
Ripping to the body is Paul Hughes. Attacking that liver with the left hook. Knee on the inside from Usman Nurmagomedov.
Punch your way out. Perfect. That's your position.
Go.
Nice. There you go.
Usman now digging to the body.
There you go.
Knees and punches.
These are powerful knees as well. He's pulling himself into that knee with the underhook. Oh, and an elbow out break.
Looked like he was able to avoid the brunt of that.
Some deep breaths from Usman.
Sharp inside kick. Next one is checked.
Yeah. On another level change, and Paul defends it. Big shots to the body. Interesting.
I love the counter Paul Hughes uses to that clinch. Dennis Seaver used to do that. Just flail and punch your way out of it. There's the blue corner of Paul Hughes.
Drive the shot, then go. Hey, draw it out. Draw it, then go. Draw it, then go. Draw it out.
Oh! They were the best punches landed so far, certainly from Usman. Paul just seems unfazed though. It's almost like he's going to allow Usman to work for these first couple of rounds and see what he can pick. Because he said he needs to pressure him to find those holes in his game. There are no holes in the games of these fighters at this level. Oh, nice work with the knee.
Beautiful timing on the knee. Attacking that rib. Another jab to the body from Hughes. Starting to really invest in that work.
And the calf is damaged.
Redness on the calf of Usman Nurmagomedov.
And that's not only going to take away the movement, but it's also going to take away the level changing, the drive on the takedowns. Oh!
The knee almost got to the chin of Paul Hughes.
Very close.
He threw a right hand over the top and then rips a 2-3 to the body. Loves that clinch.
Yeah, he loves that tight clinch. He's not really landed a great deal of clean knees from it though. Paul's dropping his level and, as you said, throwing those punches. Reminds me of Vanderlei Silva, Guy Mezger as well. Ignore the tight clinch, just punch him with both free hands. And again with the calf.
Now Usman trying to invest in some combinations and a big deep breath.
That leg is hurt. My goodness, that lead leg of Usman is really damaged. Look, he's struggling to step onto it.
Starting to affect the footing. We'll see if the Hughes corner recognizes it.
And the hands are starting to come down as well. The longer this fight goes, though, the more that calf is going to start to feel heavy for Usman.
Both men had some moments in round number 2 as we start the third frame.
All right, gentlemen, third round.
Sean O'Connell and Dan Hardy cage side at Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai, sold out in a world championship bout at 155 pounds between Paul Hughes in the black trunks and Usman Nurmagomedov in the white.
Now we're watching for the calf kicks from Paul Hughes and the body punches. From the Nurmagomedov, I'm watching the clinch work, that tie clinch where he's trying to drag Paul's head down onto a knee.
I would add to it, Dan, that lead leg or even the rear leg potentially sneaking north, because Hughes is starting to reach down to try and address the damage on his legs. Don't be surprised if Usman Nurmagomedov feints a low kick and brings it up high instead. Dan Hardy, how many people in this building are surprised by how well Paul Hughes is doing right now?
I think even the fans that came here to support him are impressed at what he's doing right now. They must have known that he was up against it. The odds were heavily in Usman's favor, as they should be with the record that he has. Oh, and again with that hook to the body.
Hughes is so good at changing the angles on punches to adjust to his body position and the position of his opponent. Beautiful change there. How did he stay upright with the speed of that level change and takedown attempt? The fact that Paul Hughes is still on his feet is a real testament to the work he's done.
Really amazing. He moves like a cat.
Nurmagomedov, though, so fast. And they're, like you said, there's just not holes in the game. There's not a weakness to exploit.
No holes and no seams either. You know, how he goes from striking to level change and then back again is... Now these are deep breaths for Usman. I think Paul Hughes don't want to go straight away just to keep the pressure on. Keep the pace going. He doesn't want to break, yeah. Heard it from the corner.
I think that's smart. Strategically, you want to see if you can sap the gas tank as you continue to attack the calf.
And he's not even fully committing to his punches as well. He's still testing Usman, it feels.
Well, the movement of Usman is still good enough to keep him out of range. If he overcommits, finds himself off balance, that's when the counter punches become dangerous. Incredible fight IQ.
Look at that. Oh, man. That was bad. I heard that one.
And it's hard to make the adjustment when Hughes is spinning and moving. It's incredibly unfortunate.
Yeah, it was entirely accidental. I mean, you know, it was as he was spinning, it was a very unfortunate. I mean, the benefit to Usman right now is that he is getting rest. The Hughes camp is saying that he's done this because he wants the rest. I don't think it was intentional, purely because of the speed of the exchange. But Paul's going to do everything he can to keep this fight moving.
Stay right there.
Point deduction. There is the point deduction.
Wow.
One point. Hey, keep it clean. You understand? Both of you. Keep it clean. Fight, let's go.
He said he didn't mean it. I agree, he didn't mean it. But
I mean, you'd have to be an absolute sniper to be doing that deliberately on a spinning opponent.
100%.
And now the takedown. Usman Nurmagomedov with the takedown. Can he stay on the back of Paul Hughes?
It's incredible to watch Usman go from a strike to a takedown and back to striking again. It really is so fluid, seamless. Incredible that Paul Hughes is keeping this fight moving. Most people would be stuck here.
The wrestling and re-wrestling of Usman, and now he goes around to that front headlock position. The speed is equally on display with the striking exchanges and the grappling. It's very impressive.
Very tricky. Oh, that was a good elbow. That's two good elbows from Usman. Paul seems unfazed, but he can't take too many of those. Even if it doesn't hurt him, it might cut him.
Good combination from Hughes. Jab and then a straight right to the body.
19 seconds! Don't let this fucker off the hook!
That was quite clear from the corner. Don't let him off the hook.
And that was a big energy expenditure from Usman Nurmagomedov on those takedown attempts. Of course, the same is true for Hughes to get back to his feet.
The interesting thing is, the interesting thing is how those exchanges play out in the minds of both fighters. They both took a hit to their cardio, no doubt about it. But Paul felt success coming out of that exchange, whereas Usman maybe not. And that could make your lungs burn a little bit more than they actually are. This is good work by Paul Hughes in the clinch.
That rip to the body as Usman tries to push his head down where he can attack it with some knees. Beautiful work by Hughes. Now pressing Usman into the corner right in front of his coaches. Makhachev, Mendez, and of course Khabib Nurmagomedov. Another shot to the body from Hughes. And now the hook comes upstairs. The knee misses and is caught.
Oh, that was a good knee from Usman. Smile from Paul Hughes.
A big deep breath from both fighters in these final 10 seconds of round 3.
This is getting very interesting. Another good shot to the body from Hughes.
Uppercut to follow to the chin. Into the championship round. 5 minutes in the 4th ahead. Usman Nurmagomedov in those white trunks defending his Bellator lightweight title. Paul Hughes, the challenger, accounting well for himself through the first 15 minutes.
I already want to watch this fight back. These first 3 rounds have been fascinating. So technical on both sides. Really incredible mixed martial arts display that we've got in front of us right now. Credit to both of these guys. Nice lead hand to lead leg by Usman.
Dan, we haven't really addressed scoring. I don't know how I would be scoring this if my job were to judge. I'm glad that it is not, and I just get to sit here and talk about it.
But we also have to remember that there's a point being deducted off one of the rounds. I could certainly score a round for Paul here and there. I've not been scoring it myself because I've been so invested in the technicality of both of these guys, but you've got to be able to make an argument for Paul in some of these situations.
Good movement by Hughes to avoid that repeated jab from Usman Nurmagomedov.
Lovely control in the center as well.
There you go.
And
Stay.
Nurmagomedov
Keep that distance. Keep that distance.
Of Usman.
Lovely check hook. Usman digging to the body a little bit. Touches the lead leg. Looks like he's feinting a takedown.
Just giving him something to look at.
Such a tricky game.
Switching stances back and forth is Usman. Hughes continues to stalk, cutting off the retreats.
That was a good uppercut. Expecting that level change from Usman now. He's got to be less predictable. He's going punch to level change, but he's doing it square in the pocket. And Paul's now finding him with that uppercut.
Side kick again to the midsection. Right hand snuck through there for Paul Hughes. Jab to the body, then to the chin.
That's a fast jab from Usman. Half kick on the cross counter. Very smart the way that Paul was building his game. Uppercut lands again.
He missed the jab, but he landed the uppercut, and then he tries it again when Usman advances. Sharp inside leg kick from Usman. And a good jab behind it.
A wee bit more feet.
A wee bit more feet. Does he mean kicking or movement? Beautiful again, sniping with the cross. He's allowing Usman to go first, so he's countering. And I think at this point, Usman feels like he needs to go first because the fight might be slipping away from him a little bit.
Good check on the inside leg kick. And Usman taking some more deep breaths. And we might be seeing good body kicks from Paul Hughes. We might be seeing evidence of that thing we talked about so many times during the earlier cards. Paul Hughes and his confidence able to instill just a little bit of doubt. They both got an eye poke.
They both had a clash of heads there. I think Paul's bleeding. They're both bleeding here. Paul's wiping the blood and calling him on. Okay. As they step in here. Oh yeah, look, clash of heads. I mean, Paul came off worse as far as a cut, but Usman's head twisted. You see how his head folded into his neck?
That's right, and where Paul's bleeding from, that's the hardest part of your head. Usman took that more on the temple on the side of the head.
It looks like Paul came off worse, but Usman was actually rocked by that.
He doesn't want to be here. That's it.
You stay right there. He has time. Hey, he has time. You understand? You stand right there. All right? Usman. Hey, over here.
The gamesmanship from the Paul Hughes corner is downright hilarious. Appealing to Mike Beltran, no corner advice. And then as soon as he walks over to address Usman, he starts coaching his own.
Over here, no coach, over here.
They're doing the doctor in to check on Usman. You've got to think, even if Usman can't continue, he's not going to want the fight to end like this. On these terms, this will be a moral victory for Paul Hughes, I think, especially because he's standing so proud with blood running down his face right now.
How much time we got?
Usman asking for more time, I think.
Less than 2 minutes? Okay. Knock it off, dude. Don't coach it. You have time.
Look at the expression on Paul Hughes' face.
You have time. You have time.
I mean, the confidence of Paul is soaring right now. This is fascinating. I'm even looking around the arena and all the security guards that are supposed to be watching the fan thing keep looking over their shoulder, wondering what's going on. That's a look for Paul Hughes. Look at it. To get back into the fight as quickly as he has. We're also going to wonder how Usman's going to respond if he takes some more shots. Oh, left hook. That's left hook. Usman's got a minute to work here.
Hughes is playing to the crowd. He needs to fight with a minute left and a world champion on top of it.
Nice short elbow there from Usman. Palm across the mouth, drops the elbow. Lovely work, soaring across the face of Paul Hughes with that. Driving forward, trying to separate the guard. I don't think Paul's going to be too bothered about trying to scramble here. I mean, just over 30 seconds.
Dan, I'm surprised by it because these rounds are all very, very close and he does not appear intent on even trying to get up, conserving the energy for a fifth round instead.
You've got to also wonder why we've not been scoring it, but you've got to wonder why Paul's kind of keeping a track of this fight in his own hand. He's got the point deduction, he's going to be confident and he's been landing good shots. He might feel like just burning this next 10 seconds here is fine to get him into the fifth round.
He has avoided most of the damage. Good elbow to Usman there as the round comes to a close.
All right, gentlemen, fifth and final round. Ready to fight? You ready to fight? Hell, let's go.
Oh, nice jab from Hughes. You got to have a lot of respect for the way that Usman Nurmagomedov timed that takedown, answered a high-pressure situation after the clash of heads. Hard to know who feels they've got momentum in this fifth round.
The color of the inside of Paul Hughes' leg matches the tape on Usman's gloves. It's insane, the redness.
Watch your fingers. Fingers, Usman.
In the next couple of days, it'll match the color of the tape on Hughes' glove.
Maybe even his shorts if he's unlucky. Oh, that was a long left hook.
Blocked by Usman Nurmagomedov.
It's amazing that Hughes has not responded to any of these inside low kicks. I mean, they can really destabilize someone's base, but Paul seems unfazed by it. Oh, lovely twist round to the back by Usman. That was very, very slick.
He was waiting for it, the commitment from Paul Hughes, so he could have a takedown opportunity. Good work by Hughes. Reaching back.
Solid knee to the thigh. Paul's going to spring back up in a minute, I think. He can't take too many of these.
Cannot spend too much time here in a close fight. The Coca-Cola Arena crowd loving the work from Usman Nurmagomedov.
This is really solid work by Usman, softening these. The gluteus maximus up.
There you go.
Hughes back to his feet, turns.
His wrestling's been quite incredible, Paul, I'll be honest. I mean, most people get dominated by Usman. And Paul's at least maintained the competitiveness in these scrambles.
Usman remains one step ahead, though, even after the great scramble from Paul Hughes.
The wrestling is just so fluid, isn't it? I mean, it's just one to another to another. It never ends. Oh, lovely switch.
Switch by Paul Hughes.
2 minutes left. All to play for. I don't think either of these guys can be confident that they can walk away with the belt.
Right hook! Right hook!
Jab from Usman. Habib up out of his seat, demanding his cousin put in the effort now to get this fight. Good head position here from Paul Hughes. Dan, it feels like every single exchange is so important. This fight has been razor thin margin.
I mean, we've got just over a minute left, and anything could happen that could change this fight entirely. Lovely underhook dig into head position. Nice knee to the inside from Usman. Takes a couple of body shots.
More body shots from Hughes. Overhand right out of that clinch work.
Lovely knee to the body there from Usman.
And now Hughes needs a big moment, a knee from Usman. Hughes trying to find that uppercut that landed so many times. Inside of a minute now. Hughes behind his jab.
Can Paul make a statement at the end of this round? Ooh, what a glancing left hook.
Beautiful jab. Usman responds with one of his own. Right hand from Paul Hughes. And more work to the body. Hughes tries the leaping knee. Usman catches it. Can he complete this takedown and finish on top? Another switch from Paul Hughes. What timing! Ripping to the body. And sending away to the final bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now it's time to announce the winner for our main event for PFL Road to Dubai Championship Series. It's a lightweight title. And after five-minute rounds, we head to the judges' scorecards for decision. Judge Hadi Ali scores 47-47. Judge Eric Colon scores 48-46. And Judge Sal DeMallo scores 48-46. And the winner by majority decision still undefeated, Usman Nurmagomedov!
One judge called it a draw. Two saw it in the favor of the still undefeated champion, Usman Nurmagomedov. Lightweight world champion retains his belt. And the record is unblemished still. An incredible fight. Paul Hughes dejected with nothing to be ashamed of. And Dan Hardy is with the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your champion, undefeated, Usman.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Dubai, salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. First of all, this is for you guys. This is for you. Thank you so much. First of all, alhamdulillah. Paul Hughes, brother, you was the man, brother. You really the man. Brother, you tough. Woo! Honestly, I underestimate this guy. Whew. It was my little mistake, but still undefeated, undisputed. Bellator lightweight champion, Usman Nurmagomedov. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Guys, I know this is not my time to talk. I just want to say one thing. Is all these things beginning from my side and other guy when we was fighting. But don't forget, Ireland is the biggest supporter in the world for Palestine. Don't forget about this. We love you guys. You, your government, everybody. Here inside the cage, only competition. MMA, all about respect. We love you guys because you guys support our brother in Palestine. We love you guys. I just want to let you know. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you so much.
Khabib, thank you for that. Usman, talk to me about Paul Hughes' game. Were you impressed? What surprised you about him?
He's the wrestling defense, takedowns defense, very well. He's tough. He's strong. I didn't think he will be like strong, brother. Brother, you're really strong. You tell me on the face to face, this is my mistake. You was right, brother. Thank you so much. I never take this damage what I take with him in this fight. I have a lot of pain on my body. Brothers, thank you for this fight. I think I jumped to next level because of him. He make me better than I was today. And I think for sure he gonna better too. Thank you so much, Paul. I really respect you, brother. And I wanna say big thanks to people who come to support us. Not only me, and Paul Hughes too. And for my Russian fans, assalamu alaikum всем братьям, которые здесь находятся. Братья, клянусь, очень тяжелый бой выдался. Во многом я считаю, что это потому, что я не готовился с Хабибом, Исламом с ними в лагере. Получилось так, что я готовился отдельно. Иногда это очень тяжело, когда тебя не гоняет твой старший брат. И я это почувствовал сегодня в октагоне. Больше такого не повторится. Хабиб, без твоей подготовки я больше не буду драться.
Congratulations, Usman. That was an incredible performance, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Usman Nurmagomedov. Paul, come and talk to me, my friend. Look, I know you're disappointed, but every single person in this arena, whether they came to support you or came to root against you, they're proud of that performance that you put in. Talk to me about the fight. What did you expect from it, and did it play out the way you expected?
Yeah, it really did play out how I expected. I'm so gutted. I'm so disappointed. I really thought I won that one. I should have pushed harder. Next time, I know we're going to fight again. There's no question. So much respect for Usman. I thought I won the night, but look, I probably left some in the tank. I need to give everything next time, and I will. Fuck.
With us being in this position right now. You're coming off a loss, of course, but you've just gone the distance with an undefeated fighter, an incredible fighter, and you've proven yourself as an incredible fighter. You also beat AJ McKee. You must be realizing that Paul Hughes is on another level to what you thought.
No, this is exactly what I thought. I thought I was good enough to finish Usman. I really thought I was going to win tonight. I'm fucking heartbroken here, to be honest. I really thought I was going to win. Thank you. So, look, to see this arena packed out like this for a PFL show, as I said before, the PFL believed in me, and I believe in the PFL surely, because look what we're doing. I just can't wait to see what's in the future. We have to do the rematch in Belfast. It has to be in Belfast. We got to bring it back to Ireland. Back for a homecoming for me. I think I've earned this. And one thing I would say, all the guys from Dagestan coming over to Ireland, you will be welcomed with open arms, as we have great respect for a small fighting nation like you guys. I know things get put out there in the media, but this is martial arts at the end of the day. Yes, the lines do get blurred at times, and maybe it did get personal between me and Usman, but look, we settled our difference in here. There's a lot of respect, and I know for a fact we're going to do it again someday, and I know that I will be the victor next time.
Congratulations, my friend. It was an incredible performance, and I know you're going to be better from it. And those Irish fans that have followed you, they're incredibly proud of you.
I have hundreds of people traveling from everywhere around the globe to be here right in Dubai, and it won't be the last time. We will go everywhere in the world with the PFL, but I just have one request. Please, bring it back to Belfast, PFL. Come on.
We'll see you in Belfast, everybody, for the rematch. Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible fight. Make some noise for these two competitors. Paul Hughes, Usman Nurmagomedov.
An incredible night for both Paul Hughes and Usman Nurmagomedov, setting the stage for a rivalry that will live on and I think will be carried forward with a lot of mutual respect. What an incredible performance by both of these men. We'll put a bow on the night. Dubai and a special Champions Series moment. Paul Hughes making his way out of the smart cage, dejected, disappointed. But when he watches this one back, he's going to have to feel proud, certainly, of his performance. And of course, Usman Nurmagomedov remains undefeated, retains his belt, and heads back home to Dagestan happy. The real winners tonight, the MMA fans who were present in Coca-Cola Arena, everyone watching around the world, and of course, Dan Hardy and myself, Sean O'Connell, who got to call an all-time classic. What an incredible, incredible honor it is to witness something like that up close, Dan.
I feel emotional. Genuinely, I feel emotional. I feel like both of these guys, they just dug something out of their soul that they didn't even think they had themselves, right? Like we talked about it before the event. I felt like both of these guys were going to reach another level because they were going to be pushed by one another. And the beautiful respect afterwards between two martial artists, the appreciation of Usman to Paul to thank him for pushing him to a new level. Paul, of course, disappointed, but honestly, I mean, there's not going to be a single person in the mixed martial arts community that isn't going to be impressed with what Paul Hughes was able to do tonight. And he's going to go back and regroup and get a couple of wins, and he's going to be back in that cage fighting for that belt. I have no doubt about it. It was filled with drama. The groin shots, the clashes of heads, the back and forth sway of the fight momentum. Really incredible. Even to the very last round where Usman looked like he had control and then Paul Hughes had just pulled a switch out of nowhere. There it is. What an incredible performance by both guys. It was a true honor and privilege to call this and to call it with you, Sean, of course.
It really was a beautiful moment in the progression of both of these fighters, and I think of our league in the Professional Fighters League, the first major mixed martial arts promotion to stage an event in Dubai, and that's what the main event is. That memorable fight puts a stamp on what was an incredible evening. I mean, it only is a testament to what the PFL is doing and what the growth of MMA in this region, both as a fight camp, a location for fighters to hone their skills and to come together, and probably we'll see those guys benefiting from one another for years to come. And of course, you know, the regional talent the Emirati fighters, the Kuwaitis, Egypt, all of this Middle Eastern region that has really started to feed the global talent pool of mixed martial arts. Just what a really, truly special, incredible night. I'm grateful to have shared it with my friend Dan Hardy, the best crew in the business that have flown all the way over here, and Dubai has been such an incredible host city. It's going to be really hard to top this in 2025, and it's only our first event of the season, Dan.
I know, I'm really excited. I'm excited to come back to Dubai. I mean, there's fans, the atmosphere here, the energy here, the city's beautiful. I've just thoroughly enjoyed my week here, and these fights were just the icing on the cake. We've been truly grateful this week, Sean.
I don't know how to answer the question of what is next for Paul Hughes or what is next for Usman Nurmagomedov, but I'd be happy with an immediate rematch if it gives us 5 more rounds of what we just saw. A beautiful night full of drama and finishes and true spirit of mixed martial arts, respect between opponents, and the progression of some incredible careers. Thank all of you for watching with us tonight. Thank all of you who bought your tickets and came here to Coca-Cola Arena. Thank you to Nia Simone, to Saif Al-Naji. For Dan Hardy, I am Sean O'Connell. Thank you for being part of PFL Champion Series action in Dubai.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now to the PFL MMA YouTube channel.